Montana 3-0 with 9:46 to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats completing a 10-play, 51-yard, 5-minute and 8-second drive. Dan Davies is down the field right now, and Dan wasn't perfect, but the Cats do at least have some points up on the board.
Yeah, it's so important to get deep into that red zone. A touchdown obviously would have been better, but penalty and 2 sacks right there took them out. And but Miles Sandstead drilled that one right in the middle of the goalpost uprights.
Oh, that was big time for Miles Sandstead, who is now in his career 28 of 34 kicking field goals for Montana State over the last 2 seasons. And now Colby Froker ready to go, approaches the football, kicking away from left to right. End over end kick, backing up Wortham at the goal line, makes the catch, right side numbers to the 5-10, cuts up the middle of the field to the 20, gets to the 25, catches a seam, gets off one tackle to the 40, and then he's taken out of bounds by Dane Steele past the 45. Michael Wortham, one of the greats in this league, comes up with a big return, and one of the best offenses around, one of the more explosive offenses around in the University of Montana, will come out with prime field position up at the 46-yard line.
That's okay, because they're going against the best defense in the conference as well. This is going to be a heck of a matchup. And I'm looking for leaders like Paul Brott and Kenny Iden just to be able to get it done.
Bobcats come in number 1 in points allowed, number 1 in rush defense, number 1 in pass defense in the Big Sky this season, and number 7 in the nation, number 1 in the Big Sky in third down conversion percentage against their opponent. Here's the snap. We've got an early flag. That was Drew Deck coming around the edge way too early. They had a lot of motion going on. Let's get the official call. They're actually going to call a false start on the right tackle, Colin Amick. That's been one of their rotating positions on the line, both at right tackle and at center. They've rotated a lot, trying to find the right piece. So now it's 1st and 15, back at their own 41. Eli Gilman is the running back, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Kali'i Ayat, a legacy player, is the quarterback. Deck in motion from left to right. Ayat takes a face-high snap. He looks to throw, steps up under a crumbling pocket, and he just dumps it down in front of his running back. As Bobcats are starting to get pressure, they get the incompletion as he was throwing it away. 2nd and 15.
Heads up play by Hunter Parsons. He had him dead to rights. He led up. He kind of gave him a hug and maybe whispered some pleasantries, as he would say, to him. But great job by not putting him in the dirt.
1 receiver to the right. That's Brooks Davis. 2 receivers to the left, plus a tight end. Now they shift. They put Michael Wortham back at Wildcat. Kali'i Ayat out in the slot. Here's the snap to Wortham. He fakes the pitch on the reverse, turns the corner to the 40-yard line, 45, gets across the 50, down the right sideline, 35, 20, and upended inside the 25 by Carson Williams, who came all the way from the other side of the field as the last man standing. Michael Wortham had a touchdown similar to that play while playing for Eastern Washington against Montana State last year.
Montana State does a great job in their pursuit angles. You hate to see that big chunk be given up, but nonetheless, they're able to tackle them in the field of play, reset the chains, and then reset everything.
1 receiver left, 1 to the right, tight end on either side of the line. Shotgun formation, snap. Ayat hands it off. Gilman looking for room, trying to bounce to the outside, and he's tripped up. Oh, that's a heck of a play. Taden Gray getting in there and keeping it to a 1-yard gain.
In the Brawl of the Wild, there's been some legendary guys at the back 7, or the back 5, guys like Sean Flores, Ken Ione, Ryan Forrest. This is where they're solidified, and Taden Gray's playing with that energy, standing on shoulders of Giants today.
2nd and 9. They've got Ayat spread out in the slot. 3 backs plus Michael Wortham as the Wildcat. High snap, brings it down, gets it to Gilman. He's under pressure, touch to the backfield, and then he goes down. Cole Taylor will get credit for the TFL, but that was a group effort, and Michael Wortham stopped behind the chains, bringing up 3rd and long at the Bobcat 27 for the Montana offense.
This Bobcat defense all season long has done a great job gang tackling. That's what you got to do. You can't let one man do it. You got to rally to the ball, and everybody get some.
Cole Taylor, Neil Daly are the linebackers right now. Dom Solano gets in there with Zach Cruz on the Bobcat D-line, along with Ken Iden and Hunter Parsons. Jace McMillan, Carson Williams, the cornerbacks, Meredith and Dowler at safety, and Gray at nickel. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Ayat fires near side, caught near the numbers at the 20, breaks off a tackle down the left sideline and forced out of bounds after picking up the 1st down. On 3rd and 13, Montana converts, and they're down to the 13-yard line.
A battle of giants going on out there. You got to be able to open field tackle. Can't just dive at the ankles. I know you're trying to do your best to be able to save a play, but you got to be able to wrap up, keep your feet moving.
Bobcats got down in the red zone, had to settle for a field goal. Now Montana on their first drive of the day, down into the red zone. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the clock running. 3 receivers and a tight end to the right. Now a man in motion. That's Wortham. Ayat takes the shotgun snap. He fires toward the end zone, and that is caught, and it is no signal, touchdown. Brooks Davis makes the catch. He beats Jace McMillan in the right corner of the end zone, and Montana scores the first touchdown of the day, and the cannon will explode and go off and rattle those eardrums as Montana draws the first touchdown of the day, now up 6-3, setting things up for the PAT.
That was a great ball by Ayat. Just placed it right there on the back shoulder. Back shoulder ball in the end zone is one of the hardest to defend in the game. Great job by McMillan trying to do his best, but hey, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them.
So Brooks Davis out of Brentwood, California, records his 5th touchdown reception of the year. 6 plays, 54 yards, 2 minutes, 38 seconds, set up by that big kick return by Michael Wortham. Ty Morrison kicks it through. They rattle the stadium with the cannon. They start chucking Twinkies out around in the stands, and Montana has a 7-3 lead over Montana State with 6:59 to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside as the Bobcats take a couple of lumps on the defensive side, and now we'll really start settling in as both teams have landed a few punches. 6:59 to go, first quarter. Montana 7, Montana State 3. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it with world-class equipment, group fitness, childcare, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
Back in Missoula, the Bobcats trail 7-3 against Montana. They give up a 6-play, 54-yard touchdown drive that lasted 2 minutes, 38 seconds. And it was Brooks Davis with a 14-yard touchdown reception from Kali'i Ayat, who now has thrown for 25 passing touchdowns this season. Dan Davies, the third member of our team, down on the field. And Dan, Montana was able to execute in the red zone on their first opportunity, unlike the Cats.
Yeah, that was set up with that kick return, the short field there for the Bobcat defense, but they had a couple gash plays as well, so Bobcat defense need to make a couple adjustments right there on the second series.
We'll see if the Bobcats can find a way to punch this thing into the end zone on this drive. They had a penalty and a couple of sacks on that last drive, which set them back. Ty Morrison is ready to kick it away from right to left. Jabez Woods is the kick returner for Montana State. Morrison steps into it with a right-footed kick, end over end to the near side. Woods makes the catch at the 5 in play along the numbers near side of the 20 and stopped just shy of the 25. And a little tussling, a little conversation back and forth. And it is heating up quick. Leo, you know what it's like when those conversations start to happen between the Bobcat blue and gold and the Montana maroon and silver.
Oh, yes, sir. I've been a part of a few of them. It gets hot. It gets heated. You got to remember, you got to keep your cool. You got to rep for your squad, but it's always the second man that gets caught. So if someone pushes you, you just got to try to be the bigger man and walk away.
Chris Long, Taco Dollar to the left. Ryan Schlepp, the tight end, right of the line. One tight end left of the line. Julius Davis, the running back. Dollar in motion. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Julius Davis runs across the 25. Stopped at the 27-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards on first down. Second and medium.
That's what you want. 4 yards of pop and a cloud of rubber. That's how you got to be able to get it done in a game like this. It's going to be a heavy workload. You just got to keep chipping away and chopping at that tree.
That was a 4-yard gain for Julius Davis. Second and 6. 6:25 to go, first quarter. Cats down 7-3. Dane Steele in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. He'll throw far side. Dollar makes a catch at the 35-yard line. Cuts inside up to the 40-yard line. Down for the First Interstate Bank first down. Bobcats had 5 wide receivers out in that formation.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick hit and play when you got 5 and they drop back in the zone. Great job by Lamson being able to go through his first and second read to be able to find Taco Dollar on the far sideline.
Is the pass defense for Montana their Achilles heel? They're number 12 in the Big Sky.
Got to expose.
Here's Adam Jones taking a Wildcat snap, hands it off for Justin Lamson. He will throw, fires caught by Chris Long at the 50-yard line. He's upfield to the 45-40 and tackled there by a pair of Grizzlies. How about that? That was a Wildcat snap to Adam Jones, hand to Justin Lamson on the sweep, who completes to Chris Long to the near side numbers on the right side. Very creative.
Very creative indeed. Very reminiscent of 6-man football rules. You love to see it because it gives another X factor. You're pitching it to a quarterback that can throw and run. Great receiver with Chris Long out in the middle. The Rutgers transfer. I'm ready to see a breakout game from that young man.
Schlepp the tight end right. Manchoni the tight end left. King and Dollar spread out to the left side. Pistol formation. Adam Jones, the running back of the 37, the snap. Lamson, play action. Looking to throw with time. Now rolling out to his left. Still with his eyes downfield. Now tucks the football. Turns the corner at the 35-30. And he's got the first down down the left sideline. Approaching the 20, and they give him the 22-yard line. So Justin Lamson turned it on the Jets, and just like that, the Bobcats back on the doorstep of the Rose-Howard's red zone.
Now that's how you protect your quarterback. And great job by Adam Jones securing the block on the edge. Give him some syrup on that one because he got a pancake, baby.
Bobcats have been able to rack up the rushing yards. It's a little skewed with some of those sacks they took once they got into the red zone last time. 4:30 left first quarter. Clock winding. Cats down 7-3. Lamson under center. Takes the snap. Turns right. Hands it off. Julius Davis caught in the backfield and dives for that line of scrimmage. May have gotten a yard, but it was a Herculean effort to get those 3 feet.
Oh, it was. Grizz defensive line does a great job shooting the gap. Gets in and kind of disrupts some plays. You got to take what they give you. If it's a yard, got to get that yard.
Clock will wind, under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats with the second drive of their afternoon. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hunter Province, the tight end, right of the line. Julius Davis, the running back, on the right hash of the 22. Lamson takes the snap. Looks right, throws. Caught by Hunter Province near that 20-yard line. They give him the 19, so only a 3-yard pickup. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bobcat offense into the Rose-Howard's red zone.
The Montana Grizzlies are lining up in a 30 front. They're trying to beat you with their speed, but at the same time, you got to keep your eyes on the seam. That's where that Achilles heel in the pass game is going to be on either side of the hash marks. Be very aware of Mr. Taco Dollar and Dane Steele on this one.
A titanic 3rd down opportunity in the first quarter. Snap to Lamson. Fakes the handoff. He keeps it running up the middle behind a couple of big blockers, and he gets right up near that first down marker. It will be 4th down and inches. Boy, he was very, very close, and now you start hearkening back all the way back to Gold Rush when Montana State was stuffed on 4th and 1 in double overtime, losing that game against number 3, South Dakota State. And the Bobcats now will set it up going forward on 4th and 1 at the 13-yard line in the red zone of the right hash.
Old man wins on a play like this, Keaton.
Pistol formation. Davis the back. Snap. They hand it off. Davis up the middle. Dives forward, and he got it. Picks up a couple of yards. He gets to the 10. It was a 3-yard pickup. How about the offensive line that time, Leo?
Great job. JT Reed just kind of spearheads it up front at center. You got to get underneath. Rise on the hit, contact, run your feet. You want to make sure that if you need 6 inches, you got to get that whole 12.
Oh, man. Every one of those 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1s have such extra meaning after that Gold Rush loss. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, first and goal from the 11, driving from left to right, looking for the first touchdown of the day for the Bobcat blue and gold. Snap. Lamson surveys, scrambles. He's up the middle to the 10, powering ahead to the 5, taking a couple of big hits. So he's up to the 5-yard line after a 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Chance to pick up a first down at the 1-yard line.
I guarantee you, defensive coordinator from University of Montana is saying we can't let 8 get out the gate. He is a competitor, and he's not shy of body contact.
What a moment. Still in the first quarter. Cats converted on 4th and 1. Clock winding with 1:40 to go in the first. Grizzlies up 7-3. Bobcats touching the ball for the second time today. Settled for a field goal after entering the red zone in the first try. 2 tight ends. Davis the back. Snap. Lamson keeps it. Throws. And it is caught. Touchdown. Montana State. A pair of flags fly. Dane Steele with the score. And let's get the check. Dane Steele with the touchdown catch. But flags on the field. And we're going to wait for this call. Ineligible player downfield. It'll take a touchdown off the board with 86 seconds left in the first quarter. So it's still Grizzlies 7, Bobcats 3. And it will back them up. Still with a chance to get a first down at the 1-yard line. Dan Davies is down on the field. And Dan, we're starting to see some penalties pile up in the red zone for the Cats.
Well, we always talked about drive-killing penalties. The Bobcats they were able to score in that last one, but this is a really important series for this Bobcat offense.
Burke Mastel comes off the field. He is bloodied up. He has gushing blood coming out of either his mouth or his nose. That brings Dylan Rollins in.
Looks like,
go ahead.
No, that call was on Titan Fleischman. True RPO situation. They thought the ball was going to run. That's one thing about playing offensive line. The ball's right behind you. You don't get to see.
All right, we got to take a break. So much going on. Bobcats have just had a touchdown taken off the board. It's 2nd and 9 from the 10-yard line. We'll step aside again with 1:26 to go first quarter. Grizzlies 7, Bobcats 3. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Your fitness journey is your own, and at The Ridge, we're here to meet you wherever you're at with expert trainers, clean and spacious facilities, and amenities for the whole family. Fitness finally fits into your life. Whether it's lifting, swimming, playing, or just finding time to breathe, the Ridge Athletic Clubs are your place to grow stronger inside and out. Stop by one of our convenient locations or visit ridgeathletic.com to learn more. Bozeman strong, Ridge strong. Go Bobcats!
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Keaton Gillogly alongside Leo Davis and Dan Davies. We remind you, if you have water in your basement or cracks on your home's walls, the name to know is Groundworks, the official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. 1:26 to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats just had a touchdown taken off the board because of an ineligible man downfield. It is still 2nd and 9 from the 10 for the Bobcat offense. They drive from left to right. Here we go, Leo. What a massive start to this ball game. This first quarter already feeling like the fourth.
Oh, there's a reason why they call it the Brawl the Wild. It is a true slugfest out there. Guys are wolfing. You can't talk with your mouth in a game like this. You got to let the pads talk.
Everett Carr is into the game at left guard. Burke Mastel was bloodied up and had to come off the field, get patched up. So you got some youth on the left side of that Bobcat line. Lamson takes a low snap. He hands it off to Taco Dollar, trying to gain the edge to the 10, to the 5, and he's ripped down near that 1 yard line. Again, it looked like they got kind of the underside of his helmet. So he is down to the 1. That's a First Interstate Bank first down. And now here we go, Leo. First and goal to go from the 1 in that end zone to our right. The site of that miracle here in Missoula. And boy, oh boy, how much history is sitting at that 1 yard line.
Plenty of history at that goal line, but you got to will it, you got to want it, you got to get it.
Lamson under center, takes the snap, hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle, dives forward for the goal line. Is he in? Waiting for the signal. Yes! Touchdown, Bobcats! The Missoula Bobcat, Adam Jones, finds his way into the end zone for his 25th career rushing touchdown.
That's got to be a beautiful thing. You're the hometown kid playing for the rival school. There's nothing more beautiful than that, Keaton.
There we go, Dan. The Bobcats finding a way to punch it in on an 11-play, 77-yard drive.
Yeah, that's a key drive right there to take the lead here, but more importantly, to finish off a drive with a touchdown.
And weathering a penalty that took a touchdown off the board. And this Bobcat offense has been able to move the football today. They're up 9-7 with Colby Froker holding, Brody Johnson snapping, and Miles Sandstead, the Minnesotan, ready to go. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. And Miles Sandstead stays hot. He has hit 30 straight PATs over the last 4+ games. Jersey Mike's, an official partner of Montana State Athletics. Stop by your local Bozeman area restaurants today, located on West Main Street, Milltown Loop, and Four Corners for your sandwich needs. Jersey Mike's. Also, Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats. Safety starts at Les Schwab, including tires, wheels, batteries, brakes, steering, alignment, and more at leschwab.com. 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats have had 2 offensive drives. Montana's about to get the ball for just their second time. It's Montana State 10, Montana 7. The Bobcats really have moved the football very, very well. 138 total yards to just 59. But, of course, they've had 2 opportunities. That last touchdown drive, 11 plays, 77 yards, 6 minutes and 6 seconds. The Bobcats have controlled the football for about 11 minutes in this first quarter as Colby Froker gets ready to kick it away from left to right.
Sometimes your best defense is a great offense. You got to eat clock.
Froker steps into the football with a right-footed kick. Michael Wortham backs it up into the end zone a couple of yards, makes the catch there, and will take it out from the R of Grizzlies. Up to the 10-yard line, inside the numbers, and he's upended. Oh, what a big-time hit. I think that was Colson Kuhn taking him down at about the 15-yard line. Bobcat football is brought to you in part by the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce. Also at Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we know hard work pays off on the job site, on the ranch, and on the field. That's why we're proud to be your local Ford truck headquarters and supporters of MSU football. Get started today at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Montana heads out onto the field now. The Bobcat defense will go back to work for the second time today, well rested with Neil Daly and Cole Taylor in at the linebacker spot. J.J. Dolan out of Missoula is in at the nickel spot. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Eli Gilman wrapped up. Oh, the Bobcats got him very, very early. It was Cole Taylor out of Great Falls making the stop.
Great play by Cole Taylor. He sees green and he goes. He scrapes over the wall, finds a tackle right there at the line of scrimmage, gives up a yard, but that's what you want to see. That's textbook defense that this Bobcat team has shown week in and week out.
Talon Marsh out of Helena's in there in the middle of the Bobcat D-line. Snap. Ayat fakes the handoff, throws near side, caught near that 20-yard line, and he's wrapped up right away. Carson Williams opened up and was the first one on the scene to bring down the senior Blake Bohannon once again. These cornerbacks, Leo, so willing to get in for the contact.
Oh, most definitely. They don't shy from it. They lay the lumber and they put whatever they got, every ounce and pound of their little frames, into whoever is opposing them. But great job by Cole Taylor coming to assist right there. He's flying around sideline to sideline. That Montana boy sure knows what this game's about.
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Bozeman Health doesn't want you to have an injury timeout. A primary care provider helps keep you healthy and in the game. Visit BozemanHealth.org today to find a primary care provider in Belgrade, Big Sky, or Bozeman. Your care is our purpose. We'll step aside through one quarter of play. Montana State leading in Missoula up 10-7 over Montana. The Grizzlies have third and short coming up after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
At Manhattan Plumbing and Heating, we are committed to being your trusted source for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs in Gallatin County. Proudly locally owned and operated, our skilled team has been providing exceptional service and expertise for over 2 decades. Whether service or new construction, we provide quality solutions for your home or business. If you need urgent plumbing repairs, efficient heating or cooling solutions, Manhattan Plumbing and Heating is here to help. Call us today at 406-284-4133 to learn why we are the area's most trusted and reliable choice. And go Cats!
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. We're getting ready to start the second quarter. Montana State leading 10-7 over Montana, and the Grizzlies have 3rd and 3 at their own 23-yard line. Dan Davies is down on the sideline right now. And Dan, how's this Bobcat defense keep standing up against this great Montana offense?
Well, we had some good open field tackles here earlier in this drive. We got to continue that, but the Grizzlies had a couple gash plays there, and it's going to be real important for those defensive guys to read their keys, stay in their lanes, and continue to put pressure on Ayat.
Builder's First Source is the leading supplier of professional-grade building materials. Find one of our 9 Montana locations at BLDR.com. Builder's First Source, a proud sponsor of Bobcat football. All right, here we go. Montana State and Montana duking it out in one of the most consequential Cat Grizz games in a rivalry that's been played since the late 1800s.
Consequential is right, Keaton. I couldn't have said it better. Big time 3rd down opportunity. You want to be able to flip the field, get the ball back in your offense. You got to keep scoring. You got to treat this game like fighting a schoolyard bully. You got to strike first, keep swinging, and never let them up.
It's amazing how so many of the themes that Coach Vigen and his staff has preached throughout the year come up in a game like this. The resiliency, landing knockout blows when you get the opportunity. Big one here, 3rd and 3 snap. Ayat to throw. Looking right. He's hit as he throws. Caught for the first down, the 30-yard line, and knocked down there. What a big-time hit. Brooks Davis with the catch, and Ayat delivering a strike as he nearly got decapitated.
Yeah, that's a tough kid from the great state of Hawaii, but at the same time, you want to get quarterback hits. That's going to add up throughout a game like this, and he's going to get a little bit more happier feet next time looking over his back shoulder.
That was Mr. Ken Iden, who had a pair of sacks last week. It is up to 23 career sacks. Today, Ken Iden, the Bozeman Hawk, playing in his 56th career game. 1st and 10, up to the 30-yard line as the Grizzlies convert. Working on the right hash mark. Snap. Ayat looking left. Steps up, scrambling to his right across the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line and angled out of bounds. Out to the 35, 5-yard pickup. But a nice job to not lose contain there.
No, great job. And, man, Zach Cruz just had that left tackle on skates. He was up underneath him, and if I was Ayat, I'd be running too.
One receiver to the left, one to the right. Tight end left of the line. Michael Wortham moves over to the right side and lines up in the slot. Eli Gilman, the running back. Ayat, the quarterback. Wortham goes back to the left slot. On 2nd and 5, the snap. Fakes the handoff, throws, and it is caught and knocked free. What a hit. Big-time play by Karsten Williams, dislodging the ball from the hands of Blake Bohannon. I heard him earlier in the week get called kind of a fake tough guy on some of the Montana media. But boy, he showed the real tough guy action right there.
No, he's one of the toughest dudes in the room, and he says it with his chest. A second earlier, and he would have jumped that route for a touchdown.
3rd and 5 now. Grizzlies at their own 35-yard line. Bobcats leading at Wa Grizz up 10-7. 3 receivers to the left, including Wortham. 1 tight end with his hand on the turf right of the line. Snap. Ayat. Survey. He'll throw. Fires. And it is caught right at the sticks for a first down. Drew Deck out of Kalispell coming in. 2-hand basket catch going down to both of his knees. Out to the 41-yard line. Quickly to the line with no substitutions for Montana. And now here's the snap. A flag flies and a big hit. Ball is loose. Picked up by Wortham. And now the play is whistled dead. Brooks Davis a little slow getting up. Seth Johnson laying the lumber. The Bobcats were late substituting. It honestly felt like Montana flinched and wasn't set. So now we got a lot. He might have had the wind knocked out of him. But either way, those are the types of hits that really continue to set the tone in a ball game like this.
It is, and those are the hits as a Cat fan you want to see. Those are the ones you're going to talk about for years to come.
All right, so that sets up 1st and 5 after the Bobcats had the penalty with too many men on the field. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. A tight end, now they shift. And now we've got a whistle with 13:25 to go in the second quarter. The Bobcats leading 10-7. The officials discussing. Not sure what this is going to be. They have not thrown a flag. And our referee is talking to the backfield. Yeah.
I think they just want to make sure they have it right, 1st and 5. And the yard line's right.
Yeah, I wonder if they were double checking too that the right guy after getting hurt came off the field, because they kind of pointed at Drew Deck, who wears number 2. Brooks Davis wears number 3. He's the one who got hurt. And I think they were also maybe making sure that they didn't keep an injured player on the field. All right, here we go. 1st and 5 from their own 46 for the Grizzlies. Snap, turns left. Ayat on the play action will throw. Deep drop, rolling to his left. Dumps it down to Eli Gilman on the left sideline. And he's ushered out of bounds. J.J. Dolan and Cole Taylor in on the stop. He is a yard shy, and that'll set up 2nd and 1 with the ball at the 50-yard line.
He stepped out with his left foot there trying to gain some extra yards, but great job by J.J. Dolan making sure to knock him out of bounds.
Ayat under center takes the snap, hands it off. Gilman bouncing through the line of scrimmage across the 45 to the 40 and tackled there. Out to the 38-yard line, and Montana converts for another first down.
Gilman, he's the type of running back. He gets hot as the game gets going. You got to be able to contain him as much as possible. You can't look totally stonewall Cat like that, but at the same time, you can't let anybody else get loose in the process.
70% of Eli Gilman's yards this year have come in the second half. Snap. Ayat will throw, looking left, now turns to the near side, throws it down to Eli Gilman in the backfield, makes a man miss, and then he is picked up shy of the 35. J.J. Dolan got slightly juked, but then it was Cole Taylor and Seth Johnson coming in for the stop. Another big-time stop by Seth Johnson, who has missed the last 2 games with a soft tissue injury.
I'm so glad to see number 9 back out there. I know he's been chomping at the bit. It's part of the game. You get beat up a little bit, but also you do a lot more beating up like we just saw right there.
That was only a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Now they're going to make a change at the line. Stevie Rocker, the redshirt senior, in at running back for this play. They're into plus territory. The Grizzlies driving. High snap. Ayat brings it down. Gives it to Rocker. And he's blown up at the line of scrimmage. The Bobcats had 2 players there. Takialui Lakepa and Cole Taylor both stepping up with a big-time hit.
Taki out there again. Welcome back, number Deuce.
He really plays like a battering ram. A guy who got hurt in week 1. Nice to see him back out there.
No, it is. And it's good to be able to trust the process. You got to trust those lower extremity injuries. You got to have faith in it.
3rd and 8 now. Bobcats trying to get off the field. The crowd was booing because the Bobcats kind of re-tackled. Rocker did look like he got rolled up on, so he may have never touched the grass, and the whistle hadn't blown. Good heads-up play by the Cats. 3rd down snap. Ayat looking right, under pressure, looking left. He is sacked and dropped. Dom Solano and Ken Iden team up for the sack, and they move him all the way back to their own side of the 50. What a 3rd down stop by the Cats.
That's what you want to see from your senior leadership. That's how you get it done. And that's another great one for Brawl the Wild highlight play.
Big time play. 4th and 22. Dan Davies is down on the field now. What a massive play by this Bobcat D-line, which has been the backbone all year.
Well, those guys stayed in their rush lanes, and that was the key right there. Ayat had nowhere to turn once he tried to get out of there.
Now the snap. Morrison gets it off quickly with a spiral. Taco Dollar vacates the area as that ball lands at the 1 and kicks into the end zone. All right, the Bobcats get the first stop of the game by either defense. From Main Street to the end zone, Tire-Rama and Cooper Tires are proud supporters of your MSU Bobcats. For hometown service and unbeatable deals, visit TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store, we're part of your team. Let's step aside. The Grizzlies with the first empty offensive possession of the afternoon. With 10:32 to go in the second quarter, Montana State leads 10-7 over Montana. The Bobcats have the football, looking for a 2-score lead when we come back. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Town & Country Foods, locally owned and 100% employee-owned, is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. With 9 locations throughout southwest Montana, Town & Country Foods is focused on food, natural and organics, fresh meats, produce, deli, and baking, connecting people with their communities. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, Lewistown, Dillon, Billings, Livingston, and Helena, visit your local Town & Country Foods today. And go Cats!
Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the exciting Brawl the Wild, invites you to visit a Town Pump store on your way home for gas and snacks. Safe travels from Town Pump. The winner of this one is the champion of the Big Sky in 2025 with a perfect record. Cats have the ball up 10-7 over the Grizzlies with 10:32 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats start this drive at their own 20-yard line after getting off the field for the first time defensively. Ken Iden getting credit for the solo sack, his Kobe Bryant sack, his 24th of his career. Julius Davis is the running back. Lamson out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Davis up the middle, slight hurdle over a man, over one of his linemen, takes the football up to the 5-yard line, 5-yard pickup. Burke Mastel back up in there after having getting bloodied up earlier. So the Bobcats have their starting O-line back in there with Zimmer at left tackle, Mastel at left guard, JT Reed at center, Titan Fleischman at right tackle, and Fleischman at right guard, and Cedric Jefferson at right tackle.
That comes with the game when you play up front in those trenches, man. You're 2 fat kids fighting in a phone booth. You're going to get some blood.
One receiver left, one to the right, 2 tight ends left of the line, shotgun formation on 2nd and 5. Lencioni in motion over to the right side. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Julius Davis up the middle. He's across the first down marker, past the 30-yard line, carries the pile across the 35, and they give him the 36-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for Julius Davis. And he is delivering some bruises around that maroon and silver.
As he likes to do. That kid likes to beat a hammer. And he makes those defensive players look like a bunch of nails today.
Bobcats now with 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left, 0 tight ends. Julius Davis, the running back, 1st and 10 after that first Interstate Bank first down. From the 36 in the middle of the field, the snap. Fakes the handoff. Lamson stands tall in the pocket. Now he scrambles out to his right, eluding pressure across the 30, 35. Flag flies as he gets across the 40-yard line and brought down shy of the first down marker. But a flag back in the backfield. We'll see if that's holding on Montana State as the Cats do move back. Here's the call. Holding on Cedric Jefferson, the right tackle. Just held a little too long.
I understand the frustration and the pain, but again, when you get them on the inside and they're trying to make an outside escape route, You just got to be able to let go. Anytime they kind of move awkwardly, you got to let go.
Penalties starting to rack up a bit for Montana State now. That's 4 penalties for 20 yards. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Cats with the ball up 10-7. They're at their own 26-yard line, now facing 1st and 20. 2 receivers right, 3 wide receivers to the left. The snap. Lamson will throw. Fires. Dane Seal makes the catch at the 30-yard line, makes one man miss up to the 35 before being brought down there. 10-yard pickup to the original line of scrimmage, and it's 2nd and 10. And boy, Dane Seal is as tough as they come.
Oh, him and Taco both. They know how to be able to take those hits. They get up, they smile, they put the ball down, hand it to the official. I mean, that's classic toughness, and that's what you expect when you put on that blue and gold.
3rd catch for Dane Steele today, approaching 30 total career catches, playing in his 19th career game. 2nd and 10. Crowd trying to make some noise. It has not affected Lamson, it seems, so much to this point. Bobcats up by 3. 2 running backs. Snap. Handed off. Julius Davis looking for the hole. Cuts back inside. Carries the pile across the 40-yard line. And they give him either the 43, about the 43-yard line. So now 3rd and manageable after it being 1st and 20 with under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Bobcats up by 3. Everybody rising to their feet now.
Oh, this is a situation. You're going to have adversity in the game. You got to be able to control what comes your way, but you want to minimize any adversity you put on yourselves.
Bobcats have been the best team in the Big Sky, converting on 3rd downs this season. Another opportunity to do it on 3rd and 3. J.J. Dolan banged up on the sideline. He's being helped off and is putting no weight on his right foot. Snap. Lamson will throw on 3rd down. He fires and it is dropped by Ryan King. He had it, maybe an eyelash behind him, but it was right in between all 10 fingers, and it falls out of his palms and down. The Bobcats will have to punt on 4th and 3.
If you can touch it, you can catch it. This is a big game. You got to be able to look it in. Might have been a hair behind him, but again, it was in that catch radius, and he's got some big old mitts on him. No excuse on that one.
It was chest high, and he had both hands on it. So the Bobcats will punt on 4th and 3 from their own 43-yard line. No. Scratch that. Justin Lamson stays out there. So the Bobcats setting up to potentially go for it here on 4th and 3. Play clock sitting at 0. Man running off the field, and the flag flies. Are they going to say there was 12 men on the field? I think the Bobcats are going to convert here. They were going to punt, then they keep the offense out, and it looked like they had 12 men on the field for Montana. Play clock's been sitting at 0 for quite some time right now. And there is a flag on the field. All right, this is a massive, massive call. Bobcats kind of catching the Grizzlies off balance there by running the offense back out. And again, that play clock was sitting at 0. I think the Cats are going to get this. Bobby Houck is livid. He cannot believe it. He is marching around the 45-yard line, crossing his arms, trying to say an illegal substitution or an illegal formation. Still waiting on the call. Here it is. And now Coach Vigen is upset. Not sure why they flipped that. Why does he get a chance to get that timeout in? And I don't know. Okay. Boy, that was a lot there. For 39 years, Executive Services has been the printing and mailing experts in the Gallatin Valley, a local family-owned business supporting Bobcat athletics, printing and mailing done right. Find them online at printmailrelax.com. That's printmailrelax.com. So it felt like for a second the Cats were about to get that flag that would have converted the first down on 4th down. But instead, they picked the flag up, and now the Bobcats will punt.
That was a heck of a chess move by Montana State. Even the refs were confused.
All right, so Colby Froker will kick it away. What a prime opportunity for the reigning Big Sky Special Teams Player of the Week, the true freshman. Returner back at his own 15-yard line. Johnson snaps it. Froker steps into it. Gets it off with a right-footed kick. High spiral kick. Fair catch called for near the 20, and it's hauled in at about the 24-yard line. Maybe had a little more. Some words into the face of Drew Deck. The crowd getting hyped up. and Montana will take over. If you're thinking about quitting tobacco or vaping, you don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to wait for the perfect time. QuitNowMontana.com offers free confidential support 24/7. You'll get one-on-one coaching, proven tools, and resources designed to help you quit and stay quick. Make today the day you take the first step toward a healthier future. Visit QuitNowMontana.com. Let's step aside. Both teams have gotten a defensive stop now, and this ferocious game has started to settle in. 7 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bobcats lead the Grizzlies 10-7, and Montana has the football when we come back. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
7:16 to go, second quarter. Montana getting ready to take over with the Bobcats leading 10-7. We do owe you a top-of-the-hour ID, which we will get here in just a moment as the Grizzlies start at their own 25-yard line. Bobcats have one town pump touchdown today from the Missoula Bobcat, Adam Jones, and on the other side, Brooks Davis with a touchdown reception for Montana, plus a field goal converted by Miles Sandstead, presented by Conoco. Here's the snap. Ayat will throw, fires it down to his check down. It's knocked free, tipped in the air, and knocked incomplete. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for network station identification. This is Montana State football. Keaton Gillogly alongside Leo Davis, Dylan McPhail, and Dan Davies tonight. 7:12 to go in the second quarter. Wildcat snap to Wortham. He keeps it, and he's blown up in the backfield. What a big-time hit. Dom Solano comes in and wraps him up.
Dom Solano on back-to-back plays. He knocks the pass down. Play one. Second down, he gets the TFL. Great job by the young man. That's what you expect.
What a huge play by the third-year sophomore out of Glendale, Arizona. 5-yard loss. It's now 3rd and 15 in the blink of an eye. They're going to make a change at the line. It's Cole Taylor and Bryce Grebe in at linebacker right now. Bobcats have their cheetah package in on the D-line. The snap on 3rd and long. Ayat under pressure, eludes one, not the other, and the Bobcats get another sack. This time, it's the senior from Sparks, Hunter Parsons, who asks, "Are you not entertained?"
I love it. The Gladiator out there doing what Gladiators do, beating the man in the arena, getting it done, forcing a major 4th down flip right here, and I would go for the block, Keaton. Go for blood.
Montana right now backed up their own 12-yard line. They just had minus 13 yards on that drive. Here's the snap. Morrison steps into it with a right-footed kick. End over end. Taco Dollar standing on the Grizzly. Makes the catch at his own 45-yard line. And then he is wrapped up. Boy, that's good coverage by Montana. And Taco Dollar brought down shy of the 50-yard line. And that'll take us to another break. So the Bobcat defense gets the first 3 and out by either defense so far today. Let's go to a break. 5:51 left in the second quarter. Montana State 10, Grizzlies 7. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and And then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy. I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Did you know that Tire-Rama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tire-Rama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tire-Rama and see a list of services at TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, the proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. 5:51 to go in the second quarter. Montana State 10, Montana 7. Dan Davies is down on the field right now. And Dan, Bobcats defense comes up with their first 3 and out of the afternoon. And boy, what pressure they brought in that last drive.
Without a doubt, they gave up a touchdown the first series, forced to punt the second, and that 3 and out right there. That defense is coming to play here in the second quarter.
And now the Bobcats have flipped the field. They start this drive at their own 48-yard line with a 3-point lead. 5:51 to go in the half two. See how much clock they can chew up and where this drive ends. One receiver right, one left. Julius Davis, the running back, couple of tight ends. Snap. Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis probing across the 50. Breaks off a tackle to the 45-40. Runs over a man to the 35-30 and brought down shy of the 25. Outside the right side numbers. What a grueling run by Julius Davis.
Julius Davis is making something out of a little bit. There was a hole there. That was perfect. Inside zone. Get a hat on a hat, feet on a feet, and let the offensive line go to work, baby.
Julius Davis lost a shoe. He's coming off the field, so Colson Kuhn is into the game right now. Adam Jones is spread out as a wide receiver to the right side. 2 receivers to the left. 1st and 10. Cats at the 27-yard line of the Grizzlies. On the right hash, Justin Lamson in shotgun formation. Adam Jones in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Fakes the throw. Now looking deep. Looking near side. Dane Steele makes the catch at the 10. Cuts inside of the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Montana State from 27 yards out. Justin Lamson connects with the redshirt freshman Dane Steele for the score.
Dane Steele with 2 tugs in such a big-time game. That's what you call operating that sail concept on point.
Officially only one. Of course, he had the touchdown taken off the board after that penalty earlier in the ball game. The Bobcats now with a 2-score lead, lining up the PAT after that town pump touchdown. Is doing an L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winner on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026, and the Learfield Directors Cup is powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Now a colossal drive for Montana coming up. 5 minutes even left in the first half. Bobcats up 17-7. Colby Froker will kick it away from right to left. Steps into the football with a right-footed boot. Michael Wortham is back at the goal line, makes the catch between the hash marks, takes it out. Up to the 10-yard line, working along the right hash of the 20, and then brought down across the 25-yard line. It was Dane Steele who just scored the touchdown, who made the tackle, and then he stood over Michael Wortham. And credit to Dane Steele, that Sheridan toughness. He got shoved. He did not take a dive. He stayed on his feet, making sure he stayed on his feet.
Yeah, no flopping there.
No.
That kid is tough, and I digress. 2 touchdowns, but still, the fact that he's come ready to play, being a young guy in a big game like this, You just got to be able to show up and help out any way you can.
The two scores today, a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Adam Jones, and then a long 27-yard passing touchdown from Lamson to Steele. Here's the first down snap, play action. They throw a quick hitter near side, and it is caught and popped out of bounds. Near that first down marker, they give him the 36-yard line, and the catch was made by Brooks Davis, who went out earlier, but has come back in after getting injured earlier in the game. Montana quickly to the line. Bobcats up 17-7. That was an 8-yard gain on the first play of this drive. Up to the 36. Here's the snap. Ayat throws quick near side again. Catch is made just barely. Davis kind of straddling that right sideline. First down up to the 42-yard line. And after all that pressure, Leo, Ayat's getting that football out of his hands in about 2 or 3 steps.
Oh, yeah, I would too. You know, I don't want to hit the turf. My guys like Kenny Iden, Paul Brott, Alec Eckert, I want to get the ball out as soon as possible, and that's one thing. They're going to try to stretch the field now. Be careful. Watch Gilman up the middle.
Bobcats have 2 sacks defensively today. First and 10 from their own 42. Grizzlies take the snap. Ayat looks right, now throws into the flat near side. Gilman makes the catch along the right sideline. He lost the football, and it's out of bounds. Oh, what a hit. Seth Johnson just put the crown of his helmet on the football against one of the toughest backs in the league. That ball bounces backwards, and it turns into just a 1-yard gain.
That's what you teach from the time you're in Pee Wee all the way through the pros. Put your hat on the ball.
Man, oh man, welcome back Seth Johnson. He has had a monster first half out of the cornerback position. Snap, Ayat looks near side, caught shy of the 50 by Davis again, and he is taken out of bounds. They do pick up the first down, and right now Dan Davies down on the sideline. Dan, it looks like Ayat and Montana try to get this ball out really quickly.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid that pressure. Look for them to do an out and up here pretty quick after they're going on the quick outs there about three times on this drive.
Right back to the line of scrimmage, 3:25 to go in the first half. 2 tight ends right, 2 receivers left. Eli Gilman, the running back. Michael Wortham not on the field right now. Ayat 3 for 3 to open up this drive. First down snap, turns left, fakes the handoff, throws into the flat far side, caught at the 50, working inside and tackled as he got outside to the 40-yard line. Drew Deck with the catch and run. A 6 or 7 yard pickup. They will make it a 7-yard pickup, so it is 2nd and 3. And again, quickly getting that ball out of Ayat's hands.
They are, but it's more imperative as a defensive player to be able to, when you make a tackle, get up slowly off the ball. You want this clock to eat. We're inside that middle 8 now. You got to be able to be very, very conscious of sticks and time on the clock.
2:40 to go in the first half. 2 timeouts for Montana. It's 17-7. Cats are leading. But it is 2nd and 3 with the Grizzlies driving from left to right up to the 39-yard line in Bobcat territory. 2 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws the screen near side. It's caught. Breaks off a tackle. Then a second, but he's still brought down shy of the 35, right near that first down marker. Cats had 2 licks at him as Drew Deck was able to shimmy off a pair of would-be tacklers. And I think they're going to say he is shy by a yard. Yeah, it's 3rd and 1.
Drew Deck might be a little dizzy. Hit the spin move twice.
Yeah. And that's going to take us down to the 2-minute timeout. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice, shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org and go Bobcats. We'll step aside. We're at the 2-minute timeout of the first half, and it's Montana State leading Montana 17-7 with the Grizzlies driving and facing 3rd and 1 after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Your Montana Chevy dealers, home to powerful trucks like the legendary Chevy Silverado. With 9 trims and 4 powertrains to choose from, you'll find the perfect blend of capability and efficiency that's right for you. Plus, for a long day of towing, Silverado offers advanced camera tech so you can feel confident every mile of the way. From hitching to driving to parking. Test drive the Chevy Silverado and check out current offers at your Montana Chevy dealers. Proud sponsors of your Montana State Bobcats.
Revelry is your neighborhood eatery, here to serve a wholesome and savory palate that celebrates Montana roots with fresh, locally sourced ingredients. We revel in a natural and energetic habitat that livens any day. We serve Bozeman's best pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, and salads in a comfortable environment with 2 amazing patios. We love hosting Bobcats old and new. Check us out at 24 North Tracy or online at revelrymt.com. Go Cats, go!
If it's time to tailgate, it's time to hit Rosar's. Steaks, burgers, and brats are all waiting to get grilled from our meat department. But that's not it. Grab our scratch-made cookies from our bakery for the 4th quarter. And for post-game, make sure you pick up a handmade pizza from our deli. All the tailgate food groups, all from one stop. Your Bozeman Rosar's and proud supporter of the Bobcats. If you want it, it's at your neighborhood Rosar's.
At Montana State University in Bozeman, we like to think outside, but not just because we have access to some of the best outdoor recreation on the planet. We like to think outside because we are creators, researchers, artists, and thinkers breaking boundaries in over 250 fields. Montana State University, mountains and mines. As you start to learn the game of football, one eternal truth is that every third down is a big third down. We got another big one right now. It's 3rd and 1. Montana has the football with 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Montana State leads 17-7 over the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies have the football at the Bobcat 37. So here we go, Leo. Massive play.
Big time opportunity to solidify your greatness in this Brawl of the Wild.
Ayat takes the shotgun snap. He hands it off. Eli Gilman up the middle. He's got the first down to the 30, to the 25, across the 20, carrying men shy of the 25. Big time rush by Eli Gilman. To that point, he had been held in check for 4 carries and 10 yards. But with that one, he more than doubles his rushing total for the day. And he picks up the first down as the Grizzlies continue to wind that clock with 2 timeouts up to the 16-yard line.
Great job by that University of Montana offensive front. Evan Schaefer with a big-time block opening that hole.
1:39 left in the half. Snap. Ayat turns right, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, under pressure, throws it out of bounds over the head of Schaefer. Cole Taylor delivering a clean hit, no flags. Ayat complained about it for a moment, but it's all good.
There's one thing I know. There's no convincing a ref to either pick up that flag or throw one for
Yeah.
you. They're deaf when it comes to it.
Well, he did kind of lead with his helmet a little bit, did kind of drag him down. That was definitely a flaggable play. Wouldn't have been egregious, but that kind of gives you an indication that they mostly have tried not to throw the flag too much in this first half.
That gray area.
That was very 50-50 at best. Cats might have gotten away with one. It's 2nd and 10. The snap, Ayat pitch, Gilman near side running to the 20, and he is ushered out of bounds. Shy of the line of scrimmage, Seth Johnson was there. And Seth Johnson, Leo, has had a Titanic game today after missing the last 2 with an injury.
He is, and they've kind of targeted him here on this near sideline.
Yeah.
And they're probably trying to figure out where he's at, being a freshman, missing 2 games, coming back, but he's dialed in, he's ready, and he's out there showing it.
Seth Johnson today playing in his 10th career game, the second-year freshman out of Frisco. It's now 3rd and 12 after that loss. From the 18-yard line in plus territory for the Grizzlies, down by 10. Snap. Ayat looking left, looks over the middle. He's under pressure. He eludes that pressure, running to his left, turns upfield at the left hash, cuts back inside to the 5, and he dives for the goal line, and he is down a yard shy of the goal line. No, now we got a touchdown signal on the far side. One official marked him down. One official has marked it a touchdown. They put the points on the board, of course. And we got a Grizzly touchdown. One official marked that down on that near side, and then late, the far side official came in, and it is a touchdown for the Grizzlies. Ayat scrambling out from 18 yards out, gets into the end zone to make it 17-13. Pending the PAT. They're holding up here for a moment. I imagine they're taking a look at this in the replay booth right now. Of course, Montana lined up. They want the kick. Here's the look at the replay right now. And now they're blowing it dead, and that is really, really close. And they're going to take a look, and they're going to review this thing. So with 1:15 to go in the first half, Ayat approached the goal line on an 18-yard scramble. If he did not get in, it will be 1st and goal from inches out with 75 seconds to go in the half. At First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Dan Davies is down to the field right now. And, boy, Dan, we've got a ball game today. And what a treat that is. We have not had a tight game since 2018 in this series.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those classic ones, I can tell.
It was by a blade of grass. We remind you that Bobcat football is presented in part by Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, where Montana gets engaged. Open in Bozeman across from Gallatin Valley Mall. Official jewelers of Bobcat Athletics. All right, here's the call. Touchdown. Okay, an 18-yard rushing touchdown for Kali'i Ayat. We got a ball game. Now, Leah, I will say this. Still 75 seconds on the clock, 3 timeouts. Justin Lamson has been in these situations a lot. They're going to have a heck of an opportunity.
Yes, they do. And minute 15 is plenty of time for football to be able to flip the field, be able to march down and score. It comes down to this special teams operation on the field goal and on the kickoff.
They have run some silly or, tricky two-point conversion types plays because they've got their wide receiver Brooks Davis as the holder. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And Ty Morrison punches it through. So they do get it through, convert the PAT. Always got to be on edge when they are lining that thing up. All right, it's 17-14. Montana State leads. We've had kind of a tug of war. Felt like Montana State was on the cusp of really grabbing a lot of momentum after that 3 and out and then a touchdown. But kudos to the Grizzlies. And Leo, the Grizzlies really kind of changed things up there offensively on that drive. They just completed a 10-play, 72-yard touchdown drive over 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
They do a great job getting the ball out in space. When things aren't working on the ground with the run, they do a great job extending that field. Defensive line has done a tremendous job trying to get home to the quarterback. But this is the game where things like this are going to happen. It's about how you respond, how you rise to that occasion and keep the ball moving. You can't get too high and you can't get too low. You got to stay right there in the middle and keep in the zone.
All right, what an opportunity here for the Bobcats. Up 17-14. Remember, Montana gets the football to start the second half, but all 3 timeouts. As Ty Morrison approaches the football and kicks it away with a right-footed boot. Back into the end zone, and Jabez Woods calls for a fair catch. Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for all Montana State students. Support students on and off the field by shopping the MSU Bookstore on campus, in the sub, at Bobcat Stadium on game days and 24/7 online at msubookstore.org. All right, Leo, here we go for the Bobcats. What do we need to see in this 75-second operation offensively with 3 timeouts?
You want to see good, clean plays. You want to be able to use your sideline to your advantage and stay on top of your timeouts. You want to definitely play ahead of the sticks, but you don't want to let up any kind of critical errors. Don't want to hold on the ball too long. You want to play fundamentally sound football.
Here's the snap. Lamson looks left. He'll throw. Now flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, tucks the football, and jogs out of bounds. Late touch, no flag. Lamson coming out of that maroon wave over there. And kudos to the official. They're just letting a lot of this stuff go. We haven't really seen anything, air quote, dirty, but man, the officials are letting these boys play and letting the players decide the game after that 3-yard pickup.
As they should, but it's going to get pretty wolfy out there. Guys are going to be howling back and forth.
1:09 remaining in the half. Cats up by 3 with the ball at their own 28. 1 receiver right, 3 wide receivers to the left, 0 tight ends. Adam Jones, the running back. Snap. Lamson will throw. Looks over the middle. He throws. And it is caught by Jabez Woods with a juggling catch. Clock will wind as you're up to the 32-yard line. Under a minute to play, still with 3 timeouts. Bobcats do not sub. It's Long, Dowler, and Woods to the left. Steele to the right. Jones the back. 47 seconds and running in the second quarter. Snap. Lamson moving the pocket to his left. He'll throw. And Dowler reaches out to make the catch. He does. Makes the catch for the first down. And the clock stops. No, it continues to wind. It has stopped on the video board because they were resetting for the first down. Now it will get going still with 3 timeouts.
Got to have a sense of urgency. Got to hustle up.
And now the officials come in. They might want to replay this. I don't think Vegan called a timeout.
I think they might review that, but he was thinking the clock should be stopped because he went out of bounds. But we'll see.
Right. Now, if he caught that inbounds, with his elbows down, then he would be inbounds. Also, if he's going backwards out of bounds, that is called that you should be continuing to run the clock. The official was right on top of it. We just saw a first replay of that. From that backside angle, we could not see the football touch the turf. Another angle from behind the Bobcat offense did not pan over quickly enough for us to see it. So as of right now, we have not seen anything that would overturn this call, but to be determined. We haven't seen every angle. We're getting another look now from the high TV shot. Reaching out with that two-hand attempt. Did kind of seem like he got his hands under it, and the official was literally 3 feet from it. Like, he sees that. So I think this is going to probably be upheld unless they get a really definitive look that we haven't seen so far.
You would hope so, but we've had a couple calls like this all season, but Tucker does a great job, and he even shows the ball to the official as he's rolling out of bounds like, hey, man, I got it right here.
The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's annual scholarship fund to help support all student athletes. Also, how would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Crowd oohing and eyeing, but that was kind of a half-hearted boo. It felt like their hearts weren't really in it. They're just doing it because they saw it and they're trying to do what they're supposed to do as the crowd.
Yeah, but they're impressed. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was more like a
that felt like a no. Okay, yeah, it was a pretty good catch.
Well, guys, it's a big play right here.
Yeah,
first down versus a punt. Let's go.
Well, we're waiting as they continue to take a look at this play. Everything's so magnified in a game like this. The Bobcat offense is heading out there right now, so it looks like this is going to be upheld. Get the official call. Referee walking out to the 22-yard line. And it is upheld. First down, Cats. First Interstate Bank first down. And for the Bobcats, their 12th first down of this first half. They've racked up 234 yards of total offense. Cats up 17-14, 31 seconds to go in the half. They drive from right to left, still with 3 timeouts. Hunting points before the half. Clock starts winding when they're ready to go. Snap. Lamson looks left. Clean pocket, now fires over the middle. Chris Long makes the catch, running to the far side of the 50. Gets there, and a timeout is called. Heck of a catch by Chris Long. Oh, and then he just shoved a man. No flag coming in, and then they start barking. Now, he was getting grabbed by Kenzel Lahr, trying to pull him down so they don't throw a flag on either side. And we're starting to get to that point where we're going to start seeing some flags. Long is living.
Oh, you got to keep your cool.
Yeah.
Got to keep your cool.
So timeout by the Cats. Lawler was just holding him, still holding him, and then Long pushed him. Credit the officials again, not getting the guy who was retaliating there and letting this game continue to play out, because Lawler was pulling him down to the ground.
Yeah, he was. You can expect him to maybe step in here shortly if this continues to go.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're going to start seeing some flags here shortly. Yeah, Lawler was just holding him by his waist while he was trying to get up.
Yeah, and they're coached to do that, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're getting to that edge. We're going to see the officials probably start tightening this thing up a little bit. Catch still.
He's dialed in, so we're approaching field goal territory. You want to put some points on the board because the Grizzlies do come out in the second half with the ball.
Sanstead has yet to hit a 50-yarder in his career. He's been so good so far his career long, still 49 yards. Cats up by 3 with the ball, driving from right to left, starting at the 41-yard line in plus territory after the long catch and run. Shotgun snap. Lamson looks left. Under pressure, rolls out, and then sacked. Vegan will call a timeout. 14 seconds left in the half. Third sack of the day for the Grizzly defense.
That was a big-time sack. You got to be able to hold your water. If he needs 5 seconds to throw, you got to give him 6.
Hunter Peck got in there, the senior from Windsor, Colorado, who transferred up from Carroll College. He was a JUCO All-American, or NAIA All-American, I should say. They're going to put 2 seconds back on the game clock. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's annual scholarship fund to help support all student athletes. Haven't checked any scores yet because, frankly, no other score really matters today. Winner of this one gets home field advantage. Winner of this one wins the conference title. Nothing anybody else can do affects what comes out of this ball game today. Of course, we'll hear from Dan Davies and head coach Brent Vegan at the half. And it already feels like we have lived a few lifetimes in this ball game as we approach the middle break. The Bobcats suffering a sack. They go back 9 yards. It's 2nd and 19. Back to their 40 in this clock.
No, with 10 seconds left, you got one timeout. Each play's about 5 to 6 seconds. You got a chance for 3 plays ultimately right here.
2 receivers to the left, Steele and Dollar. 2 receivers to the right, Woods and Long. Adam Jones, the running back. Shotgun snap. Lamson stands tall in the pocket. Now throws over the middle, caught by Adam Jones, the 50. Breaks off a tackle to the 45, working in between the hash, out shy of the 40. Timeout, Coach Vegan with 1 second on the clock from the 40. The catastrophic outcome, but anything other than that, a turnover that gets, of course, taken back. But even still, see how it goes and where the Cats want to go with this. Lamson just want to walk off the field, too, so we'll see what they are going to do. It would be a, 58-yarder. Sandstead and Froker kind of hanging out. And they're going to give this thing a go. Okay. So this is going to be a 58-yard attempt from the nose of the Grizzly at the middle of the field. Brody Johnson over the football. And now we got a whistle and a timeout called by Montana. Okay.
One thing you don't want is a block right here.
Yeah. Now let's see, though, if they bring the offense back out there. Was Coach Vegan maybe anticipating a timeout there? Boy, Dan, we're really starting to feel that cat-mouse game between the... Honestly, that felt more like we just want to end this half than anything else. All right, we're at halftime. Feels like we've played a pair of fourth quarters so far. The Bobcats leading 17-14 over the Grizzlies at the break. What a day, what an afternoon, what a beautiful scene for one of the great rivalries in college sports. A perfect day for football. The Bobcats controlled the ball throughout that first half. They have a 3-point lead, and these are 2 extremely even teams, and we have once again seen that ebb and flow for the first time really since 2018. To this point, the last number of years now, 6 years, 5 games, whoever gets out to that early lead, grabs that first momentum, it's never been given back. Today we have seen a true ebb and flow. Justin Lamson has stood up well in this hostile environment. The Bobcat defense has made a few big plays, and now here is Dan Davies with head coach Brent Vegan. Dan?
Coach Vegan, your defense got 2 big stops there in that second quarter.
Yeah, we did, and they're a good offense, so I think you take what you can get. I know they set up that score that got us to 17. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get them off the field all the time on third down, so it's going to be a big series. This first one out, they get the ball first, and want our defense to set the tone. And
probably too many penalties at this point?
Yeah, one's one too many. I think you got to be really disciplined, and at the same time, you got to be able to move on. So we got a second half of football. We need to go and play.
All right, good luck, Coach.
I appreciate it.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Dan. Let's step aside. It's Montana State 17, Montana 14, in a top 3 Brawl the Wild with a conference title and home field advantage and the Great Divide Trophy and 364 days of bragging rights on the line. We'll step aside again. Cats 17, Grizzlies 14 at the half. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hey Bobcat fans, if you're planning a building project, Builders First Source can help. If you're building a garage, a shed, a pole, a barn, or even an entire home, Builders First Source can assist with the design materials, delivery, and so much more. No project is too big or too small. Builders First Source expertise can transform your vision into a dream come true. Builders First Source is a leading supplier of professional grade building materials and a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. Find one of 10 Montana locations at buildersfirstsource.com. And go Bobcats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Montana Farm Bureau. We are the farmers and ranchers who raise the juicy beef on your tailgate grill, who grow the wheat for your fresh burger bun, and who harvest the barley for the cold beer in your Bobcat koozie. We are the grassroots voice of agriculture, advocating for farmers and ranchers across our state. Farm Bureau is leading Montana toward a future with a prosperous agriculture economy and thriving rural communities. Join Montana Farm Bureau at mfbf.org and go Bobcats.
Bobcat Football is brought to you by First Interstate Bank, built for you, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Ag West Farm Credit, grounded by tradition, inspired by possibility. This is Bobcat Halftime.
We're at the break. Montana State is leading at Montana 17-14 in a Brawl of the Wild, unlike we have ever seen. And boy, what a first half we have witnessed. Scoring today, Miles Sandstead, a 39-yard field goal converted, Conoco kick converted. On the first drive of the game, 10 plays, 51 yards, 5:08 on the clock on that one. Cats got inside the 5, and then a penalty and a couple of sacks backed him up. Brooks Davis had a 14-yard touchdown reception, which was helped set up by a long Michael Wortham kick return. Adam Jones then capped an 11-play, 77-yard, 6-minute touchdown drive for his first score of the day. Adam Jones has scored in 10 of 12 games so far this season. Cats defense got the first 3 and out of the game with a couple of sacks against Ayat. That then came back out with a touchdown for the Cats. Dane Steele at a 27-yard score on a 2-play, 52-yard touchdown drive. And then Montana comes back, the 10-play, 72-yard, 3-minute, 38-yard score near the end of the first half. Kali'i Ayat on an 18-yard scrambling touchdown made this a 3-point game. Bobcats drove the football a bit with 75 seconds and 3 timeouts to end that first half. But Sack kind of threw him off. And then Miles Sandstead with a line drive kick that really felt more like a kickoff to just get the ball out of the back of the end zone and limit any opportunity for anything weird to happen. So that's all that has happened. And Leo, I feel like this game has been played as if we've had 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter all afternoon long.
You know, as far as is concerned in the first half, that's what you expect when you're playing for a championship, for a home playoff, for everything else.
It's been a heck of a ball game. We got plenty more to get to. We'll get you some numbers as well. We've got some pizza in the booth now. Sun is shining. Cool, crisp air. Big Sky title on the line. Home field advantage in the playoffs. Will we see these two teams again in the playoffs at some point? If we do, it'd be either the semifinals or a national championship, which is hosted in Nashville. Let's take a break. Less than 13 minutes before the start of the second half. It's Montana State 17 and Montana 14. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
If it's time to tailgate, it's time to hit Rosar's. Steaks, burgers, and brats are all waiting to get grilled from our meat department. But that's not it. Grab our scratch-made cookies from our bakery for the fourth quarter. And for post-game, make sure you pick up a handmade pizza from our deli. All the tailgate food groups, all from one stop. Your Bozeman Rosar's and proud supporter of the Bobcats. If you want it, it's at your neighborhood Rosar's.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built. Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it with world-class equipment, group fitness, child care, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. We're at halftime, and Montana State leads Montana 17-14, trying to become the first team in this rivalry to win on the road since 2018. And today, really, our first tight game in 7 years. And this one has been a magical start, and both these teams still kind of feeling themselves out. Justin Lamson in that first half, as we look at some Town Pump stats, 12 of 14 through the air, 138 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Lamson has not thrown an interception to this point through 7.5 Big Sky games. On the other side, Kaylee Ayat, 13 of 17 through the air, 87 passing yards, and 1 touchdown, no interceptions, no turnovers on either side today. On the ground, Julius Davis, 8 carries for 60 yards. Justin Lamson, 9 carries for 46. Taco Dollar, 1 for 9. And Adam Jones, 2 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown. On the through the air, Dane Steele, 3 catches, 44 yards and a score. Taco Dollar, 3 catches, 22 yards. Chris Long, 2 catches for 39. Hunter Providence, 2 catches for 17. Adam Jones, 1 catch for 12. Jabez Woods, 1 catch for 4 yards. On the ground on the other side, Michael Wortham, 2 carries for 30 yards. Eli Gilman, 6 carries for 29 yards, including snapping off a 21-yard carry that helped set up a touchdown. Kaylee Ayat, 4 carries for 1 yard today. And Stevie Rocker Jr., 1 carry, no gain. Brooks Davis leading the way with 6 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Drew Deck, 3 catches for 15 yards. Eli Gilman, 3 catches for 7. And Bohannon, 1 for 6. All right, we will step aside, and when we get back, we'll get you caught up on some other scores around the country as we're about 8 minutes away from the start of the second half. Montana State 17, Montana 14 at halftime. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House in Bozeman, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and legendary baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. We're proud to support Montana State University and Bobcat Athletics all season long. So whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You've seen Old Faithful, now go deeper. Come for the geyser, but stay for West Yellowstone, where real Montana magic happens. 2-minute door-to-park access, that's your reality here. Scenic hikes, wildlife encounters, and that cozy mountain town charm bleeding into your bones. Trade the crowds for wide-open skies. Download our travel guide and find your Yellowstone base camp in West Yellowstone. Stress-free, thrill-filled, and authentically wild. Visit YellowstoneDestination.com. West Yellowstone, your shortcut to true Montana moments.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Keaton Gillogly alongside Leo Davis. We are at the half with the Bobcats leading at 17-14 over the Grizzlies. You know, Leo, you got brothers. I got a brother. He's younger than me. One thing that stood out about younger brothers is they really kind of exemplify the imitation as a form of flattery. I don't know how many people had noticed last week, but there was an engagement on the field between one of our dance team members and her then boyfriend. We just had an engagement on the field now. One of the band members for Montana was just proposed to by her now former boyfriend. Nice to see, and always nice to grab some ideas if you're a Montana Grizzly fan from what the Bobcats did last week.
Yep, gold is the standard. I keep saying it's Keaton, and it's one of those things. It's like, hey, great job. I'm glad that she said yes. It could have gone a whole different way.
All right, let's take a look at the Intermountain Health out-of-town scoreboard right now. We've got some Big Sky scores for you. Right now, Portland State is trailing at Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado leading that one 14-10 with 11.5 to go in the third quarter. Northern Arizona in a dogfight trying to make the playoffs. If they lose today, they will not make the playoffs. They're about to start the second quarter, and NAU and Weber State are tied at 14 points apiece. Later, Idaho State and Idaho are about to kick off in 10 minutes. Sac State and UC Davis kick off in 10 minutes. And Eastern Washington and Cal Poly kick off in a little over an hour. Looking at some of the national scores today, USC and Oregon have just kicked off there early in the first quarter. No score so far. SEC is in there. Cupcake week, so they're playing a lot of non-conference games, although number 20, Tennessee, is at Florida later tonight at 5:30, and that's really about all that we have to be worrying about today. Intermountain Health, with 2 clinic locations in Bozeman, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. All right, we will step aside. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. Montana State leads Montana 17-14. Your list of Bobcat football, presented by Learfield.
For more than 25 years, Amy Sayer has provided the highest level of service in the real estate industry in the Gallatin Valley. In conjunction with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Montana Properties, Amy and her team are committed to providing the very best experience for their clients and customers through sound guidance and excellence in service. So if you're thinking of buying or selling or have questions about our current real estate market, call Amy Sayer or visit amysayer.com.
Your fitness journey is your own, and at The Ridge, we're here to meet you wherever you're at with expert trainers, clean and spacious facilities, and amenities for the whole family. Fitness finally fits into your life. Whether it's lifting, swimming, playing, or just finding time to breathe, the Ridge Athletic Clubs are your place to grow stronger inside and out. Stop by one of our convenient locations or visit ridgeathletic.com to learn more. Bozeman strong, Ridge strong. Go Bobcats!
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Bobcat Football is brought to you by Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild. Builder's First Source, leading supplier of professional-grade building materials. And by DoorTech. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Now with the call of the second half, live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
And the biggest brawl of them all, the first 30 minutes was a backyard tug-of-war. Bobcats have the slight edge, up 17-14 over the Grizzlies as we prepare for the start of the second half. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org. And go Bobcats. All right, Leo, we're about 65 seconds away from the start of the second half. Montana will have the football down by 3. What are we looking for here in the second half?
You got to be able to continue where you left off defensively. You want to be able to get that stop, get a third down situation, hopefully another sack. You got to have and demand that ball back. We got to get takeaways.
Dan Davies is down on the field as the third member of our team. Dan, how do the Bobcats push this thing over the finish line of the second half tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be, just like Leo said, you got to get some turnovers here to try to get that momentum back as soon as you can here in the second half. So that's going to be a key for this Bobcat defense on the opening possession in the second half.
All right, before the second half begins, we want to remind you that Mountain Cold Refreshment is made to chill. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. All right, Bobcats getting ready to kick this thing away. Let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State football. Keaton Gillogly alongside Leo Davis with Dylan McPhail up in the broadcast booth. And Dan Davies is down on the sideline as the Bobcats get ready to kick it away from right to left. And we will begin the second half now as Colby Froker is ready to go. It's Montana State 17 and Montana 14. The difference right now, an early Miles Sandstead field goal on the first drive of the game. Had some kind of medium big plays. Haven't had that real big game breaker yet, and no turnovers to this point on either side. All right, Colby Froker stretches it out, measures out his kick, and he is ready to go as the explosive Michael Wortham is back standing at his own 3-yard line. Froker kicks it away. Back at the goal line, Wortham steps into the maroon paint, makes a catch, and takes it out of the end zone to the 10, 15, 20. And he lost the football and then dives back on it, back at the 10-yard line. That thing got ripped out. Oh, and then Dane Steele just got his face mask grabbed as he was trying to come up. Dane Steele and Brock Steele celebrating together a little bit, and that costs Montana a couple yards of field position as the Bobcats nearly got the first takeaway of the second half.
That was a great hit and strip. You got to be able to do that in those situations. That's exactly what you want, be able to make them march deep from their own territory.
Boy, the old hit and strip. That was almost a big-time play. Either way, it does cost them a couple yards of field position. They're back at their 11-yard line now. Xavier Aaron's into the game at linebacker. Here's the snap. Eli Gilman runs into smoke. And the fog moves about 3 yards up to the 14-yard line. So Xavier Aarons and Cole Taylor starting at linebacker right now for Montana State. Taden Gray in at safety. Seeing Seth Johnson out as cornerback along with Carson Williams. Bryant Meredith and Caden Dowler are the safeties. Zach Cruz, Paul Brott, Alec Eckert, and Kenny Iden on the D-line. Second down snap, Ayat out of the pocket, throws over the middle, caught by Eli Gilman, and he is bottled up. Cole Taylor and Xavier Aaron's teaming up for the stop. Leo, one thing we're seeing right now a lot from this Montana offense, a lot of check down passes in this game.
Yes, because our DBs are covering great, and they're getting pressure up front. So it's a 1-2, got to get it out type of situation. Big-time third down right here. Got to pin your ears back, fly around with reckless abandonment.
3rd and 3 at their own 18-yard line. What an opportunity to flip the field early in this second half. Bobcats trying to get just, I believe, the second 3 and out of this ball game. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end left of the line, the snap, weird snap, off the mark, caught by Ayat. He steps up in the pocket, going for that first down marker, and dives forward and gets it. Just a little scrambling play, put his hat down, picks up about 5 yards in the middle of the field. They do convert, they pick up a first down, and they are across the 20-yard line out to the 23.
Yeah, that was kind of a high snap to the right. Great job by Ayat being able to secure that thing, pick up some yards, but defensively, you got to keep that ball in front of you, try to get that strip.
There's been high snaps all game.
Another snap. This one they hand off to Eli Gilman. Gets out to the 30-yard line before he's tackled there after about a 7-yard pickup. Now bring up 2nd and 3. Yeah, you're right, Dan. There's been multiple snaps that have been slightly off the mark. Dylan Botner has been the center for the day. They have rotated in another center as well, Cade Klimzak, a bunch of times as well this year. 2 receivers to the left, including Michael Wortham. 1 to the right, Eli Gilman, the running back. Kali'i Ayat, the quarterback. From the right hash, 2nd and short, the snap. They hand it off. Eli Gilman up the middle. He gets the first down and then carries the pile across the 40 to the 45. Still on his feet before he finally goes down at the 50-yard line. And there's a big cruising run by Eli Gilman, who had 39 yards in the first half, but so many, 70% of his nearly 1,200 yards this year, this season alone, have come in the second half.
He's a second-half guy for sure. Good situation by the defense trying to be able to strip that ball, but also you want to make sure he goes down so he doesn't pick up an extra 7.
Tight end in motion, left to right. 2 backs in the backfield. That's Rocker and Wortham. Gilman gets a rest on 1st and 10, under 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bobcats up by 3. Grizzlies driving from left to right. Snap. Turns right, hands it off. Rocker looking for room and bottled up. Shy of the 45, they get to the 47-yard line in Bobcat territory. 2nd down.
Want to get off the field as a defense. Want to keep the ball in front of you. You got to be mindful of the sticks and who you have in personnel. When you're lining up Wortham in the backfield along with Ayat, look for those double pass situations.
Talon Marsh is in the middle of the Bobcat D-line with Alec Eckert right now. 3 receivers bunched up to the right side. Rocker the running back. Man in motion right to left. Snap to Ayat, turns left, fakes the handoff. He's under pressure. He's bottled up. He stays on his feet, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then finally brought down. What a magician. As the Bobcats had Zach Cruz and Kenny Iden, a guy from each side of the divide, meeting at Ayat. He put his hand in the turf to stay on his feet and scramble back to the line of scrimmage. It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd and long, you got to make sure they don't go for the long ball, and if Ayat gets flushed out, you got to have somebody over top of him.
Could be 4-down territory, so they're quickly to the line in the middle of the field, and now as the Bobcat defense gets set, they make a check at the line. So they're in plus territory. That was all a big scramble for no gain. 3 receivers to the right, tight end left of the line, 1 running back the snap. Looking right, Ayat throws, quick hitter, caught at the 40-yard line right near the sticks. He's a yard shy. It was Brooks Davis again, his 7th catch of the day. 4th and 1 at the 40-yard line in Cats territory, and Montana will go for it.
Big 4th down opportunity right here for this defense to be able to solidify, gain back some momentum, because momentum is everything in a game like this.
Montana is 74% on 4th down conversion attempts. From the right hash mark, snap, and hand it off. Eli Gilman hurtling at the line, and he got stood up. It's going to come down to the spot, and then he falls forward, but I think they called it dead either way. They did get the first down, picks up 2 yards. He got initially stopped on that, and then did not go down, and it finds a way to fall forward.
That was a great effort play by Gilman. Defensively, that defensive line just stonewalled the line of scrimmage. You hate to see the outcome, but love the effort.
All right, fresh set of downs for the Grizzlies, who are moving the football a little bit here after starting this thing at their own 11-yard line. They get set. Still plenty of time on the play clock. 3 receivers left, tight end to the right. Rocker the running back, pistol formation after a shift. Man in motion left to right. That's Brooks Davis. Here's the snap. Ayat rolls out to his right by design, being pressured. He throws, and it's caught by Rocker right on that line, that sideline on the right side. Xavier Aarons delivers a heavy hit out to the 36-yard line. About a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Staying pressure on that defensive front. They're subbing guys in and out. You got to be able to wear them down, be able to work it to a point where you can control the game.
Man in motion from right to left. Under 9 minutes to go on this first drive of the second half. Cats up by 3. You really see how important that deep field position was as this drive started back inside their own 20. Snap, Ayat, quick throw over far side, caught by Davis, angling to the sideline, and he's taken out of bounds by Keaton Dowler. And that'll set up another 3rd and short in potential 4-down territory at the 31-yard line in Bobcat territory.
Might just be a hair out of field goal position, definitely 4-down territory. You got to pin your ears back and fly around with your hair on fire defensively.
Bobcats trying to spoil the 4th 11-0 season for this Montana Grizzlies squad. Bobcats trying to win their 3rd Big Sky title under 50-year head coach Brent Vigen. 3rd and 3 from the 31 on the left hash. Snap. Ayat will throw. Looks over the middle, and it is caught. Bounces off a man, cuts back inside of the 25, and tumbles ahead to the 20. Couple broken tackles up to the 19-yard line. And that's a first down for Montana.
The initial contact is great. It's a big hit, but make sure you wrap up and drive your feet. You can't just bounce off them or let them try to get any kind of extra yards. These guys are 11-0 for a reason. You got to bring them down to the ground.
That was Drew Deck. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Rocker met at the line of scrimmage and falls forward. Out to the 17-yard line. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. It's been a very methodical drive here for Montana. That last snap was their 12th play of this drive. And they've taken up almost half of this 3rd quarter while trailing by 3. 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the right, 2 tight ends to the right. Shotgun formation with a single running back, that's Rocker. Man in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff on the sweep. Ayat fires into the flat on the near side. Catch made at the 20-yard line, cutting inside to the hash mark, and stood up around the 15-yard line. They mark him at the 13-yard line. That'll set up 3rd and short. And a late flag. We told you they were going to start throwing some flags as this game has been heating up.
You got to control everything, especially as far as extracurricular activities.
All right, let's get the call. So it's on Montana State on sportsmanlike conduct. Unfortunately, we don't have a crowd mic here, or a ref mic, unfortunately. So, don't know which number that was on. Looking at the replay here, Xavier Aarons was trying to push through. Iden was pushing through. They were trying to finish. Oh, there it was. Iden kind of punched late and knocked the helmet off. That's the right call. All right, so that sets up 1st and goal from the 6 after what would have been 3rd and short. Here's the snap by Ayat. Keeps it on the read, rolling out to his right, bottled up. Hunter Parsons just tracked him down from behind, and Parsons is hurt and coming off the field, favoring that left leg. He's got something there in the hip area. Oh, he's in some pain, but that was a heck of a play.
Yeah, a hip flexor type situation. Oof. Ouch.
Bobcats have been blessed with so much health this season. 2nd and goal from the 5. Bobcats up by 3. Grizzlies driving. Still the first drive of the second half with 6:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ayat takes the snap. Hands it off. Wortham on the sweep. Turns upfield and he's in. Touchdown. 89-yard touchdown drive, and it's Michael Wortham who finishes it off. And the Grizzlies have the lead in the second half, up 20-17 with 6:08 to go in the 3rd, and a PAT coming. All right, Montana really milking the clock there. That was a 16-play, 8-minute and 46-second touchdown score, and it was Michael Wortham on the sweep for his first score of the day.
He had a wide open hole to the left. They had it blocked up amazingly well.
Now look live here. Brooks Davis, the holder, just ran off the field. 2 seconds and then 1, and the play clock winds down to 0, and there's the flag. So that'll be a delay of game. So that'll back him up. Something was wrong, and Brooks Davis just went back to the sideline, and they just let that clock wind out. Interesting. So that'll back him up. Make this a 25-yarder. right in the middle of the field for Ty Morrison, who's been very good throughout his career, 2 times named Big Sky Special Team Player of the Week this season. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. 21-17, Grizzlies lead, 6:08 to play in the third quarter. Join Champs Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. All right, Bobcats will get the ball for the first time in the second half with 6:08 to go in the third quarter. It's Montana 21, Montana State 17. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Bozeman Spirits Distillery, craft distilling award-winning spirits since 2014. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
By your local Jersey Mike's restaurant today after the game with 2 locations in Bozeman. Look no further than Jersey Mike's for your sandwich cravings. Jersey Mike's, an official partner of Montana State Athletics. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies leading at 21-17 over the Bobcats. Dan Davies is down the field now, and Dan, that was an 8-minute and 46-second touchdown drive by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, well executed by the Grizzly offense, no question about it. The momentum is certainly on that side right now. It's up to this Bobcat offense to answer with this possession.
With how long that drive was, that really amps up the pressure on this offensive drive, Leo.
Yeah, it gives you a little sense of urgency, but you want to be able to return the favor, put some more points on the board, and be mindful of time and possession as far as the defense is concerned.
Here's the kickoff from Montana, left to right in the air, end over end. Jabez Woods backs up and makes the catch in the end zone with a fair catch. Crowd boos, because why not?
They want to see action.
Bobcats will bring plenty of action here. Again, that was a 16-play touchdown drive. Bobcats really made them earn it. All right, we'll step aside. Bobcats will have the ball when we come back. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Montana State trailing 21-17 against the Grizzlies. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Jim Harrison once said, "It's hard to be unhappy in the middle of a river." Of course, we'd like to add, on top of a mountain, inside a log cabin, driving down a dirt road with a view. You see, Montana is our home, and no one is happier to show it to you. Yellowstone Brokers.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Les Schwab is proud to be a part of your local community and support Montana State football. Go Cats. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Montana State will touch the football for the first time in this second half, trailing 21-17 as the battle for the Great Divide Trophy, a 100-year, 306-pound trophy that will be awarded in perpetuity after the 2100 season. Yes, 2100 season. Whoever wins the most matchups in 100 years gets to keep that Great Divide Trophy. Right now, with a single vacated win on Montana's side, it makes it 11-11. Dead even. As Grizzly fans get to their feet, try to make as much noise as they can, the Bobcats start their first drive of the second half. Shotgun formation beginning at their own 25-yard line. Snap. Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis up the middle looking for a hole. And he falls forward, stays on his feet here up to the 30-yard line. Nice 5-yard pickup for Julius Davis, make it a 4-yard gain. The Bobcats able to land a 4-yard punch to open up this pivotal drive. This is an absolutely colossal drive now.
Oh, there's no better drive than the one right now, and Davis is a workhorse. Nobody else would rather have the ball in their hands than Julius Davis.
Clock winding with 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. 3rd and 3. Empty backfield. Lamson takes a low snap, rolls out to his right by design, fires, and it is caught by Adam Jones for the first down as he goes tumbling into the Grizzly bench. First Interstate Bank first down. What a conversion by the Missoula Bobcat, Adam Jones.
Great job, and anytime one of your guys go to that far sideline, you want to pull them out of there as quickly as possible. You want to minimize any opportunity for them to be able to try to bait him or anybody into a situation where there's laundry on the field.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's more wet willies that happen in the middle of those piles than we may really realize.
Yeah, hands up in weird places. I'll say that, Keaton.
Two receivers to the left, Dowler in motion, left to right, snap to Lamson, fakes the handoff, he's up the middle, and met shy of the 40, a big rugby scrum there. They give him the 39-yard line, about a 3-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down for the Bobcat offense, down by 4, driving from right to left, nearing the end of the third quarter already.
Don't blink. Don't leave your seat.
Yeah, this clock has been winding. This game getting shortened here in the third quarter. Still, this is only the second total possession and first for Montana State in this second half. 2nd and 7, driving from right to left. Lamson takes the chest-high snap, hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle across the 40. Tackled to the 41. And now it'll bring up 3rd and medium. And you also wonder, is this 4-down territory in the middle of the field? Chris Long and Jabez Woods go out of the field as 2 tight ends come off. Dane Steele to the right, Dowler, Woods, Long to the left, Adam Jones the running back.
You got to convert on 3rd down.
5 yards to go. Lamson out of the shotgun on the right hash, takes the low snap. Under pressure, shuffles forward and drops. Tackled from behind, and some pressure up the middle. Broke through. The Bobcats will have to punt. Can't panic here. Don't get desperate. Punt this football. Rely on the number 1 defense of the Big Sky.
No question about it, Keaton. Adam Jones really does a great job picking up the blitzing linebacker, coming free up the middle. Pocket just collapses, and that's the game of football.
What an ebb and flow this game has had, and right now that ebb starting to land on the Montana side. The Bobcats get a first down, but no more. Here's the snap. Froker steps into it, got the punt away. Big block by Kenny Iden. Couple of pops after that. Catch is made back at the 10-yard line to the 15 and angled out of bounds. All right, it is getting spicy, and Montana will have the football after a break. Love the Bobcats. Hire them. Your part-time, full-time, and internship positions. Post your part-time, full-time, and internship positions on hireabobcat.com to recruit your fellow Bobcats. Go Cats, go. 2:20 to go, third quarter. Grizzlies 21, Bobcats 17. Montana has the football at their own 17-yard line when we come back. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it. With world-class equipment, group fitness, childcare, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Big opportunity here for the Bobcat defense. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies just scored the go-ahead touchdown. They're up 21-17. Bobcats got 1 first down, then punted it. They do pin Montana back inside their own 20. All right, Dan Davies down on the field right now. Dan, how does this Bobcat defense find some success?
Yeah, just got to continue to get pressure, maintain lanes, and not give up those big gashing plays here. Big play, big possession here for the Bobcat defense, no doubt.
All right, Bryant Meredith is in at nickel. Xavier Aarons has been playing a lot in this second half along with Cole Taylor, and that has moved Takia Luila-Kepa into the safety spot along with Caden Dowler. First down snap to begin the drive. Ayat, quick hitter near side, caught by Michael Wortham at about the 20-yard line. About a 3-yard pickup, and Ayat just kind of nickel and diming the Bobcat defense in the second half.
Doing what he can, and that's what's kind of worked for him in the first half, getting the ball out, because when he holds it, he gets sacked.
Bobcats have been able to bring pressure, but these longer, quick-hitting drives, both of the last 2 drives for Montana have gone for 26 combined plays and 2 touchdowns. Eli Gilman in the backfield, pistol formation, snap. Ayat turns left, hands it off. Gilman looking for room to the outside and met at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward as Jason McMillan was in on the stop. Jason McMillan having a nice day along with Seth Johnson. Seen Takari Carr and Carson Williams playing at the corner spot. Dom Solano into the game to replace one of the big men, replace Talon Marsh, and get a little more speed on that D-line with 3rd and 4 facing the Grizzlies.
This could be the biggest third down of the game thus far right here.
Montana is 7 of 10 on third down conversions. They've had a lot of short third down opportunities. This one 3rd and 4. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, the snap. Ayat will throw. He looks over the middle, and it is incomplete. Picked off. Caden Dowler has it. He's down the left sideline at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Cats! Caden Dowler in a flash, and the Bobcats have the lead on the pick 6, the second straight in 2 straight games by the Magic City Bobcat, who may have just cemented Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year.
You called it, Uncle Dan. Biggest third down of the game, and look what happened. He never give up on a play. Great job. Cole Taylor had it blocked up, covered up, and Caden Dowler says, excuse me, I'll take this to the house.
35-yard return for a touchdown by Caden Dowler on the pick 6. Are you kidding me? What a play. Here's the PAT, the snap, the hold, it's down, the kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Conoco kick converted. The Town Pump touchdown from Caden Dowler, and Montana State has a 24-21 lead. What a miraculous play as that ball was tipped over the middle, intended for Michael Wortham. And Caden Dowler able to make the catch and then get around a Dom Solano block and take it into the end zone. Dan Davies is down there in amongst the Spirit squad. Dan, what an incredible play by Keaton Dollar. The Cats have the lead.
Well, that's what these games are all about. Somebody makes a big play. We've seen it year in and year out. And that's one for the Bobcats right there. They could use a couple more as well. How's that?
No doubt this game is far from over, but Leo, what a momentum-turning play. And we have the seesaw affair that these two fan bases have been begging for 7 years.
And this is the epitome of the Brawl of the Wild, and I guarantee you we're going to see some more special plays because we got 16 more minutes left in this game.
Keaton Dollar now has 2 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. His twin brother, Taco Dollar, hasn't had a touchdown since Northern Colorado. You think he's going to hear about that?
Oh, I would. If that was my brother, I'm letting him know.
Here's the kickoff, hauled in by Michael Wortham at the 5, angling into the middle of the field to the 20, between the hash marks, 25-30, angling left and tackled from behind across the 35-yard line. Michael Wortham, another big play. Corey Boyd came in from behind and made the stop. Everybody sharing their dinner recommendations and how they're going to spend their Saturday evening right up in each other's face, making sure they can hear each other and know what their plans are for the rest of the day.
They're just trying to figure out if their extended car warranty is still valid.
Just letting you know what that Great Divide Trophy feels like when you do lift it up, because somebody's hoisting it and somebody is putting their helmet on top of that football representing Bear Mountain on Homestake Pass. 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. Montana State is up 24-21. Montana feels like they had just taken all the air out of everything until that Keaton Dollar pick 6. Tight end in motion, right to left, snap. Ayat turns left, fakes the handoff, throws far side, and it's caught for a modest gain. Seth Johnson on the coverage, and the catch is made by Blake Bohannon for a nice chunk. 2nd and medium. 2nd and 4.
Defensively, don't want to let off the gas. You want to be able to fly around, make plays. You want to make them play on the back of their heels, because when they do, that's when offenses make mistakes.
Both teams fumbled but recovered their own fumble in this third quarter, and the first takeaway goes to Keaton down the Bobcat D. Here's a handoff to Eli Gilman, spinning ahead across that first down marker. About a 4-yard gain. First down for Montana, up to the 47 or 48-yard line.
These are those second-half situations where a young man like Gilman starts to heat up. You got to douse him a little bit and cool him off.
That interception thrown by Keali'i Ayat, his 8th of the year. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, Ayat turns left, fakes the handoff, throws near side. It is caught, and he gets away from a man. Davis down the right sideline, 30, 25, 20, popped out of bounds by Keaton Dollar with a big hit. But the first really big play, one of the longer plays of the day, Brooks Davis down that right sideline, setting up a scoring opportunity heading into the fourth for Montana. And this number 1 Bobcat defense has been giving up some plays and first downs and scores now, and they're going to have to bow up as we head to our final 15 minutes. Right now the difference, a Keaton Dollar pick 6 from 34 yards out. We head to the fourth with Montana driving but trailing. Bobcats 24, Grizzlies 21 through 3 quarters of play. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. For more than 25 years, Amy Sayer has provided the highest level of service in the real estate industry in the Gallatin Valley. In conjunction with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Montana Properties, Amy and her team are committed to providing the very best experience for their clients and customers through sound guidance and excellence in service. So if you're thinking of buying or selling or have questions about our current real estate market, call Amy Sayer or visit amysayer.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Bobcats score a touchdown during the fourth quarter at any home or away game during the regular season. 4 lucky fans will be selected to win a prize. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/RAV4, the number 4. Getting set to start the fourth quarter. Montana State leading 24-21, but the Grizzlies have the ball in the red zone at the Bobcat 18-yard line. Dan Davies is down on the field right now. Dan, how does this Bobcat defense stop the bleeding? Because right now the Grizzlies are winning by paper cuts.
Yeah, they got to swell up here a little bit. They're running those out cuts, along the sideline, those short routes. Bobcats need to wrap up. Also, Bobcats need to be ready for a pump fake and go deep too. So I'm sure the Grizzlies are setting something like that. The other thing, guys, that's the first points that the Bobcats have allowed in the third quarter since August.
Yeah, they had outscored their opponents over 100-0 in that third quarter before that nearly 9-minute touchdown drive by the Grizzlies. All right, Leo, how do the Bobcats bow up, as Dan just asked, with your back against the wall in the red zone and leading by 3?
You just don't want to do too much. You want to play within yourself, play with great fundamentals, and when you have an opportunity to get them on the ground, a hit in a strip is great, but a tackle and no yards after contact is even better.
Still seeing Xavier Airns out there a bunch at the linebacker spot for the Bobcats. Neil Daly's down there. He's got his helmet on. Bryce Greeby's down there. He's got his helmet on. They've been relying on Cole Taylor and Xavier Airns. We saw J.J. Dolan go out with an injury earlier, so Bryant Meredith is in at the nickel spot. Takia Lubilakepa and Caden Dowler are the safeties, and Dowler with that pick 6 has put the Bobcats in front by 3. Will that be the difference? Serving all your garage door needs, StoreTech is raising the door on quality. All right, Montana, after a big play, sets up inside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Ayat fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right by design, throws, and it is caught by Michael Wortham. A flag flies over on that far right sideline. 9-yard gain. Ayat gets up, slightly limping, but he's okay. And let's see what this flag is on that right sideline.
I think that right tackle is a little far down the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's not in the area, it's not so far back that you would think it was like holding or a personal foul on a late hit or something. Let's get this call. Waiting for it. Oh, it must have. Okay. Yep. That's a big call. Ineligible player downfield. So instead of it being 2nd and 1 inside the 10, it's going to back them up behind the chains for 1st and 15, Leo.
Yes, and that's very critical, and that works in our favor.
Only the 3rd penalty of the day for the Grizzlies. The Bobcats have 5. All right, 1st and 15, back at their own 23 now. Shotgun snap, turns right, fakes it, pitches it. Here comes Brooks Davis, end around to the 15-10, heading for the pylon, and he dives in, touchdown. Did he go out of bounds? No, that's a touchdown. Brooks Davis on the sweep around, but hang on, it's coming off the board. We got holding on Montana, and a 23-yard touchdown is coming off the board after Brooks Davis got in, but holding opened it up. Each team has had a touchdown taken off the board today. What a huge call.
Critical call.
Wow. How about that, Dan? Enough momentum swings for you yet?
Man, there's been a number of them in this game. There's been about 5 of them in this quarter half.
Wow. So Montana, after a big play to Brooks Davis, was inside the 20-yard line, and then it looked like they were facing 2nd and 1, but the first of now 2 penalties have backed them all the way up to their own 33-yard line. It's 1st and 25.
Let's see if the Bobcat defense here can swell up and take advantage. Neil Daly back in there for the Bobcats.
He's in with Cole Taylor at those linebacker spots. It's Billings and Great Falls in there manning the linebacker spots for the Bobcats.
A great duo indeed. You do not want to fall asleep at the wheel. You want to keep your head on a swivel, definitely with a situation like this.
14:37 to go in the fourth quarter. It was a lifetime in the last 23 seconds. So from the 33-yard line, 1st and 25 for the Grizzly offense. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Eli Gilman, patient, up the middle, bottled up. Boy, he just ran into the open arms of Paul Brott. Man, oh man. Talk about an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Eli Gilman against Paul Brott just meeting in the middle between the tackles.
How about Paul Brott this week on all the media stuff? I thought he handled that stuff so well. He was on all week.
Yeah, he's really been so much fun to listen to. Says he taps that Great Divide trophy every day he walks into the BAC for each of his two brothers and himself. Here's the snap. Ayat on 2nd and 23, looking over the middle, under pressure, flushed out to his right, being chased by Paul Brott, diving at his ankles, throwing into the end zone, and it is out of bounds. Michael Wortham goes slamming into some of our operations staff or camera operators. You know, this place looks cool, but it's very dangerous. There is no operational room around the seats and the benches, and it just makes everything bunched up and crowded. It's 3rd and 23.
Thank you very much for that safety.
Yeah.
It's tight down here.
It is. It's so unnecessary. All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 23. Montana's at their own 31-yard line in a drive that did puncture the red zone. Here's the snap. Ayat throws a screen near side. Caught by Drew Deck, looking for room, and he's tackled and wrapped up right away. Takia Louis-Lakepa was in there with a heck of a bear hug. Hunter Parsons, who had come back into the game after an injury, is down now on that far side, and they're going to have to use or call an injury timeout here. So Parsons trying to give it a go, and he is banged up with that left leg basically immobilized right now. So it will be a a field goal for Montana. It'll be a 44-yarder or so. And Parsons coming off really banged up here. What a season the senior has had, waiting his turn. He was one of the Choate recruits and has elevated his game, the Sparks Nevada native. And that left leg does not look good.
No, but you're leaving it all on the field. No question about it. Hats off to the toughness. Yeah, he limped off under his own will earlier in the third quarter. Now he's definitely just trying to just put it all out there for his boys, and that's what it comes down to. That's what you want to feed off of.
All right, a 44-yard attempt from the left hash mark, kicking from right to left for Ty Morrison to tie the game. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, blocked! It is blocked by the Bobcats! Montana State gets the big-time special teams play, and they stay in front by 3 as they block Ty Morrison's field goal.
Zach Cruz.
The Missoula Bobcat got up there and knocked that thing away to keep the Cats on top.
The hometown boys for the rival team showing out in a big way.
What a play. What a moment for Zach Cruz, who blocks the field goal, and Montana State with a pick 6 and a blocked field goal has scraped, scratched, and clawed their way to a 24-21 lead. 13:20 to go in the game, and the Bobcats have the ball at their own 35-yard line after the block. Snap. Lamson hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle, breaks through the line of scrimmage and met at the 40-yard line and gets ahead, shoving T.J. Roush off. Never went down. And the Bobcats pick up a 5-yard gain.
Guys, this is the second possession for Montana State in this half.
Absolutely insane. By the way, that was Roush and Jones, two Missoula Sentinel alums.
Alumni, all right? They're friends.
Yeah. Or at least they will be in another couple of years. From the 40-yard line on the right hash, 2nd and 5. Pistol snap, turns right, hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle. Big push by the O-line up to the 45-yard line and a first down. First Interstate Bank first down. Adam Jones didn't get touched until about 4 or 5 yards down the field, Leo.
It comes down to up front. That's where this game's going to be won or lost, especially in the fourth quarter. It comes down to who can get it done at the line of scrimmage.
Bobcats trying to secure home field advantage to the playoffs for the second straight year. Two receivers to the left. That's Dowler and Steele. Chris Long spread out to the right side. Rocky Lencioni, the tight end, right of the line. Adam Jones is the running back on 1st and 10. Fires over the middle. Caught by Dane Steele. He's up to that first down marker, staying on his feet across the 45-yard line and down to the 42 on the left side numbers. Dane Steele having a monster game today. That's his 4th catch of the afternoon. The redshirt freshman from Sheridan. Another legacy player on this Bobcat roster.
Making wonders, showing that magic. He's got so much potential yet. His ceiling is totally untapped.
Oh, hearts are racing all across the Treasure State, regardless of what color you're wearing on this very special Saturday afternoon. Under 11 to play in the game. Snap. Lamson turns left, hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle, breaks through the line of scrimmage, and slips down shy of the 30, give him the 32. His left cleat kind of went out from underneath him as he tried to make the cut to his right. Still picks up the First Interstate Bank first down as that clock winds, and you can feel the Bobcats leaning on the Grizzlies right now.
You just got to wear them out. You got to keep doing what you're doing. Play within yourself. All gas, no brakes, no dip.
This game flipped on the Caden Dowler pick six, the 34-yard return, then a Zach Cruz with a field goal block. 10-20 remaining in the ball game. Here's the snap. Lamson looks left, now throws, and it's caught by Adam Jones inside the 30 as he's twisted out of bounds, shy of the 25. Adam Jones has the football marked at the 27-yard line. Nice gain on first down. It is second and short. And now this Bobcat offense Brawl of the Wild in the 124 chapter history of this great generational rock fight. 3rd and 1 from the left hash. Pistol formation. Snap, turns left, play action, looking deep. Lamson flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, the 30, turns upfield to the 20. He's got room to the 10. He's down the numbers at the 5, and he's tackled in the end zone. Touchdown, Cats! Justin Lamson on the scramble from 23 yards out gives Montana State a 2-score lead with 8:58 to go in the fourth.
Lamson turns on the Jets. He was looking downfield. He had Dane Steele wide open in the back of the end zone, but he says, you know what, I got this, fellas.
Brent Vegan grabs Justin Lamson by the shoulder pads before he gets to the sideline and daps him up. What a moment for Justin Lamson in his first and potentially only Cat Grizz. 8:58 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 30-21. Here's the snap. The hold is down and the kick is up and good from Miles Sandstead. And just like that, the Bobcats have taken control in the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. All right, take a deep breath. Take a sip of whatever you're drinking, grab a snack, and relax for just a moment if you can. Yes, the Bobcats have grabbed some momentum, but we're going to a timeout, and there is a lot of football left to play. This Grizzlies offense is as explosive as any in the country. Justin Lamson caps a touchdown drive after a blocked field goal, and with 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter, it's Montana State 31, Montana 21. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh
yeah. Bozeman Spirits Distillery, craft distilling award-winning spirits since 2014. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for all Montana State students. Support students on and off the field by shopping the MSU Bookstore on campus, in the sub at Bobcat Stadium on game days, and 24/7 online at msubookstore.org. The Bobcats complete an 8-play, 65-yard touchdown drive over 4 minutes and 22 seconds. A 23-yard scramble for a touchdown by Justin Lamson to put the Cats up by 10. Montana State 31, Montana 21. 8:58 to go in the ball game as the Bobcats kick this away from left to right. Kind of a lower squib kick. Bounces at the 10. Kicks off the hand of Stevie Rocker. He's got to take it back here. He works along the left hash mark to the near side numbers at the 10. And he is bottled up and brought down inside the 20-yard line. And the Bobcats will pin the Grizzlies back a bit here. For Justin Lamson, by the way, he has a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown today. 7th consecutive game. He has both of those in a single game. Dan Davies is down on the field right now. And Dan, what a miraculous rush here for the Cats. But you can't let up after a big adrenaline dump like that.
Yeah, no question you can't let up. But it's been all three phases here. The offense has answered, the special teams have answered, and now the defense has got to answer one more time.
What a Saturday afternoon. That last Saturday before Thanksgiving is always circled on the calendar, and for good reason, for days like today. Here's the snap. Ayat looking to throw in a clean pocket, has to dump it down. Here's Eli Gilman who makes the catch and meets Neil Daly on that left sideline. Crowd wants to whine and complain about a late shove by Daly, but that has been well within the framework of this ball game today.
It really has, and it's getting chippy as you would expect in any kind of rivalry, but it's even more special when you got gold and silver, blue and maroon over there doing what they do.
But you don't need a cheap 15 right there.
Nope. 10-point lead for the Cats. Snap. Ayat fakes the handoff, throws far side. It's caught, breaks off a tackle, and Caden Dowler comes in to wrap up Brooks Davis, who's had a monster day today. Brooks Davis, his 10th catch of the day. He's over 100 yards in the ball game.
Yeah, he's like a little pinball out there. He gets hit, and he kind of bounces back, catches his feet. Super athletic.
First down for Montana. You wonder when that clock starts to heat up. You start to feel the heat of that clock on the back of your neck. Snap. Ayat hands it off. Gilman cuts back to his left and gets tackled by Neil Daly, who had to kind of strip off a holding lineman. He is shy of that first down, so it'll be 2nd and 2.
That was a great heads-up play by Daly. He could have tackled him forward and possibly got the first down, but he tries to put on the brakes and throw him back like a wrestling match.
Yeah, it was kind of like that steer wrestling when you get it underneath the horns, you have to pull it back.
Yeah.
I've been to a rodeo.
There you go, bulldogging, baby.
Don't have too many of those in Chicago, though. Here's the snap. Ayat fires near side, caught by Bohannon for the first down, working along the left sideline and wrapped up. Seth Johnson came in for the stop, and boy, these just paper-cut little passes, these quick little outs have just been death against this Cats defense.
But like Dan said, you don't want to let it lull you to sleep. You might hit him with a pump and go. So be careful, especially on that 3-receiver side on the far sideline.
With a 2-score game midway through the fourth quarter, anything but a big play is okay. Here's the snap. Eli Gilman takes the handoff, looking to bounce it to the outside, turns upfield. He's down the left sideline. He's got nobody to beat. Eli Gilman at the 15, 10-5, touchdown Montana. We got a 1-score game. He broke a tackle in the backfield. Looked like he was about to be bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. And nobody doubted that the Grizzlies would be right there to land a counterpunch.
Great job blocking by that outside receiver.
All right. Boy, I'll tell you what, this Montana defense has certainly stood up today against one of the great defenses in the league. 6:59 to go in the game. Montana State 31, Grizzlies 27. The PAT pending to make it a 3-point game. Brooks Davis is the holder, the wide receiver. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. PAT converted. The cannon rattles your internal organs. They fire it off, and we will step aside. A 52-yard touchdown run by Eli Gilman with the Grizzlies down by 2 scores. They get that touchdown drive lasting fewer than 2 minutes. All right, let's step aside. We got a lot of life to live in the 124th Brawl of the Wild. 6:59 to go in the fourth. Montana State 31, Montana 28. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
In football, you feel it before it happens. The sound of the snap, the rush of the pass, the breakdown field, and the Cats crowd goes wild. Every winning play starts with a plan. And when it comes to your child's dreams, starting early makes all the difference. For just $25, save for their future with Achieve Montana, the college and career savings plan for every little Cats fan. Because today's touchdowns are just the start. Begin saving at AchieveMontana.com. To learn more about investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description carefully before investing.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
AgWest Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. AgWest is here to help operations succeed for generations to come by supporting customer members and the rural communities where they live and work. From small family businesses to large operations, AgWest brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. What an afternoon this has been. My goodness. Montana State leading 31-28 over the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies just scored on a 52-yard touchdown run by Eli Gilman, capping a 5-play, 83-yard, 1 minute 52-second touchdown drive. And now the Bobcats will get the ball back midway through this fourth quarter. Dan Davies down on the field right now. And Dan, we said this team needs to be resilient. Are they going to be able to continue to be resilient down the stretch?
Yeah, it's going to be important for the Bobcat offense here to maintain possession, get some first downs, and hopefully get into the end zone. But, man, what a finish we got going with 6:59 left in this one.
Boy, take a look around. Hug the closest people to you. You will remember where you are today for a long, long time. The kickoff is away from right to left. Jabez Woods makes the catch on the end of Montana. He's going to take it out to the 10-yard line, 15-yard line along the numbers, upended at the 20. Flag flies over on that far side. Everybody getting a little bit of extra credit, going beyond the curriculum. And let's see what this flag is and which way it's going. The official's talking about it at the 20-yard line of the near right hash. Flag is back over at the 11 or 12-yard line on that far side inside the numbers. And we're about to get the call from our referee. Holding on Seth Brock on Montana State. So it'll back the Cats up again. Leading by 3. Feels like this game, once again, hanging on a razor's edge.
It is. You got to face adversity. You got to overcome obstacles. Don't want to have little mental mistakes like that. You want to be able to play within yourself, play as clean as you can in the fourth quarter.
Brent Vigen in his 5 years at Montana State is 36-3 against Big Sky opponents. 2 of those losses have been here in this stadium in Missoula. Bobcats trying to get that Grizzly off Coach Vigen's back. Starting now at their own 8-yard line on this drive. Shotgun snap to Lamson. He looks left, throws. Adam Jones makes the catch at the numbers 10 to the 15 and tiptoeing along that sideline near the first down marker. He is 1 yard shy out to the 18-yard line. Did he get it? No, he's a yard shy, right?
It looks like we're marking him. Yep.
Yeah. The line of scrimmage was actually at the 9-yard line, not the 8-yard line, so it was a mistake on the video board. So that brings up 2nd and 1. Adam Jones and Julius Davis in the backfield together. Ryan King, Dane Steele to the right. 2nd down snap. Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis up the middle. Gets across the 20-yard line. Strips off a man to the 25. Carries another past the 30. And he's down on the left side numbers up to the 32-yard line. Julius Davis showing up and showing out again as he approaches 100 yards on the day. And he is past 2,000 career rushing yards now.
Montana Grizzlies load the box. I mean, their safeties are playing 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Great job by the offensive line and our tight ends being able to get that push. First down, Bobcats.
Yeah, that rush right there just took Julius Davis across 2,000 career rushing yards. 5:40 remaining in the game. Cats up 3 with the ball. Snap, turns left, hands it off. Julius Davis up the middle. Hurdles over a man at the 35 across the 40, and he's down to the 43-yard line. Looking like a track star. The 2,000-yard rusher in his 7th season, standing bright in the heat of the Wa Grizz kitchen.
That's a young man that dons the blue and gold with the best of them.
Bobcats have a fresh set of downs. First Interstate Bank first down of that Julius Davis rush of 14 yards. One receiver left, one to the right. Adam Jones motions out of the backfield to the near right side. On the left hash mark in a shotgun formation. Reed snaps to Lamson. Lamson looks right. Now scrambles out of the pocket and runs right into one of the D linemen. Boy, he walked right into Hayden Schwartz's arms. And a loss of about 5 on the play, back to the 39-yard line. Second, making a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14.
I get it. You're a competitor. You can get it done with your feet, but try to get outside the pocket, throw it out of bounds.
There's one recurring mistake for Lamson this year. It has been walking into some of those sacks. But boy, oh boy, what a season. What a Bobcat career in just his only season here at Montana State. Man in motion from left to right. Now 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, 0 tight ends. Adam Jones, the running back. Snap. Lamson will throw. Fires quick. And Chris Long makes a contested catch at the 45-yard line as he had one of the defensive backs, Kenzel Lawler, hanging in his backpack over his shoulders. Sets up 3rd and 8 at the 45-yard line as everybody comes to their feet now. Cats leading by 3 with the ball, trying to burn that clock down. Under 4 minutes left. Boy, if they can get another first down, they're going to start feeling in control. But that is 8 yards away.
Got 19 seconds on the play clock. Make sure everybody gets the call. And this crowd noise, believe, and you gotta go. You gotta believe, but you gotta go.
Turns left, hands it off. Adam Jones up the middle, moves the pile forward, and the Bobcats have the first down. Redemption for Montana State. They pick up 4th and 1 in the middle of the field, and that clock is going to wind down to the 2-minute timeout after the next step.
That was Julius Davis.
Was it?
Yes.
No. Was he blocking? I think Davis was blocking.
No, Adams just now going back out on the field.
Yeah, Adam Jones came out.
Okay, I was wrong. Thank you, gentlemen.
He was limping a little bit on that play prior, and looks like he's okay now.
All right, Julius Davis picking up the 4th and 1. Thank you,